This marquee matchup, it's brought to you by Sandy Spring Bank. They believe real banking is a conversation. Let's talk. This evening, the first thing out of our mouths is all about the Capitals touching down in Steel Town for a divisional dance with the Penguins. It's great to see you again, back on stage with Greg Laughlin. I'm Joe Beninati. These two teams are notorious for putting on exciting hockey games. The Thompson Creek window of opportunity, though, Locker tells us, power play performance could be critical.
And it's world-class talent. Talk about star-studded personnel on either team's power play. The Capitals came to life against Dallas. That was a nice passing play there. Kuzi backing Wilson. Then from downtown, John Carlson, the QB, top corner on a beautifully set up power play. The Penguins rat hit Sunday afternoon against LA. Sidney Crosby, a nice little pass top shelf. They went 2 for 4 on the power play. They had some luck down low. Russ gets a lucky bounce. Which power play is going to be powerful? We'll decide this game tonight.
Let's do this. In the game within the game, we follow the superstar showdown between Alex Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby. Two of the very best in their generation, each trying to outdo the other. See which one celebrates next.
We all need help. Just different kinds. Maybe you need a little. Maybe you need a lot. At H&R Block, get the expert tax help you need, online and in person. Help is here.
As a professional bull rider, I'm used to taking chances. But when it comes to my insurance, I don't. I use Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And by switching, you can even save $665.
Hey, Tex, can someone else get a turn?
Yeah, hang on, I'm about to break my own record. Yeah! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
With Panera's You Pick 2, every meal is made fantastic. You can be fresh and fun, bold and classic, cozy and precocious. With 465 fresh, clean, craveable pairings, find a You Pick 2 for any mood. Panera, the familiar made fantastic.
Care. It has the power to change the way we see things. It inspires us to go further. It has our back and goes out of its way to help. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist, born to care.
Visit DCAreaAccuraDealers.com for attractive offers on the MDX.
NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Washington Capitals.
NBC Sports Washington coverage of Capitals hockey is being brought to you by Geico. Saving you money on car insurance has been in Geico's playbook for 85 years. Visit geico.com today to see all the ways you can save. By Sandy Spring Bank. They believe real banking is a conversation. Let's talk. Visit sandyspringbank.com/real. By Ironbow. Visit them at ironbow.com. And by McDonald's. Get a free 6-piece McNuggets with minimum dollar purchase tomorrow on the McDonald's app if the Caps score in the McNugget minutes.
Volkswagen has an SUV that's the perfect match for your lifestyle. Whether it's head-turning style, room for your entire family, a turbocharged joyride, or an all-electric experience, With our SUV lineup, any choice is a smart choice. More vehicles are arriving all the time. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the joyful 2022 Taos. Limited inventory available.
My name is Lolly, and I'm a franchisee with Domino's. Growing up, I always loved Domino's, but I never imagined I'd own my own store. I started working part-time at 17 and worked my way up to owning and operating 2 stores by 27. Promotions can happen quickly if you work hard and learn the business. Like me, 95% of our franchisees started out as delivery drivers or store employees. If you want to make money and have fun while doing it, you won't find a better opportunity than your local Domino's. Apply today, and maybe someday you'll also own a Domino's.
Who's got the best fans?
That's a very good question.
Let's put up the poll.
Come on, England.
Jayo!
WebEx, the McLaren F1 team and their fans are competing like never before. WebEx, driving hybrid work.
Okay, so we didn't actually just scale the mountain. Casey here's afraid of heights.
I told you that in confidence.
But we did just hit an in-game win with PointsBet's lightning-quick live betting. So we get more bets in as the game happens. And that's how you do more than just bet. That's how you live your bet life.
New customers get risk-free bets up to $2,000.
Carvana's had a lot of firsts. 100% online car buying, car vending machines, and now putting you in control of your financing. At Carvana, get personalized terms, browse for cars that fit your budget, then customize your down payment and monthly payment. And these aren't made-up numbers. It's what you'll really pay, right down to the penny. Whether you're shopping or just looking, it only takes a few seconds and it won't affect your credit score. Finally, a totally different way to finance your ride. Only from Carvana.
Everyone's a winner at MGM National Harbor with our 3-team parlay of food, drinks, and sports. Find out more about our immersive sports experience at mgmnationalharbor.com. It's guaranteed to be monumental.
PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, packed to the rafters. For
Evening,
meeting number
everybody.
3 of 4 this season between the Washington Capitals and
Let's
the
get
Pittsburgh
this one
Penguins.
going.
Alex Ovechkin brings his squad in, running 4th in the Metro this Tuesday night. Another head-up duel for the 61st time in their careers. It's Ovechkin against Crosby. Pittsburgh
This will be a
in
good,
third
should be
in
a
the
good
Metro
game.
with 27 wins and 61 points. 4 points clear of the road-running Caps. Plenty of Washington Capitals former Penguins, including that man, Carl Hagelin, as he gets to see Evgeny
What's up,
Malkin.
Jesse
And the
and
Pens.
JC,
Malkin
Skipper
had
Brian,
not
good to see
played
you.
in the first couple meetings between these two. The season series split in Washington. We get set with the NHL on NBC Sports Washington.
Here we go.
Your referees are Garrett Rank and Kevin Pollak.
Patriotism
Brian
USA,
Pancic
welcome in.
and Brad Kovacic have the lines. Pittsburgh here at home in the black sweaters, finishing up a 6-game homestand. They've had some issues of late. Centering pass here that's blocked off, looking for Hathaway at the post. Kapanen not able to clear.
Hey, Paul,
Hagelin
welcome
turns
in.
the corner. Feed it up top, it'll get away, and Pittsburgh looks for the odd man rush. McGinn lets it fly.
That was wild.
Vitek Vanacek in cage for Washington. Tristan Jarry at the opposite end for Pittsburgh.
A little bit of a broken play there, but you can see the speed that the Pittsburgh Penguins possess. You've got to take away those type of seams here in this hockey game. The Caps got to continue to work on their forecheck. The more they get on their D and spend time in their zone, like that first shift by the Dow trio, the better off they would be tonight.
Top of the screen, you're seeing Peter Laviolette's line combinations and D pairings. The return of Nick Jensen to active duty after missing 4 games.
A lot of hitting already. You got to love this already.
Wilson lost his balance as Kuznetsov trickles this one to the line and back through center. On the rewind,
Penguins master,
swiftly,
what's
Crosby
up?
drops it off. Pedersen fires. Vanacek watching that on the glove hand side, and the ricochets all the way back down into the Pittsburgh zone.
Sort of a feeling out process here between these two big boppers in the net. Both teams really playing a settled first shift or so for every line. Both coaches would love to establish a 4-line, 6D type game. Neither coach would like to shorten the bench, and that's why it's going to be important for both teams to stay out of the sin bin here tonight.
Mike Sullivan's lineup, top of the screen
The
for
sin bin.
Pittsburgh.
I love how they call it
Long
that.
stopper from
Oh,
Letang, that's
deflected.
to the
Wide.
boards. There was some thought that the Penguin defense corps was going to shuffle up tonight. Dumoulin and Ruedel were possible game-time decisions, but as it's been for Pittsburgh since the middle of November, Locker, they've had the same 6 deep.
And that's really helped them overall, and that's why the Caps had great success with Jensen returning. They're back to their 60.
Yeah, it is a big rivalry. You're right there.
At the middle, you have Kuznetsov, Backstrom, and Eller. Then you have Crosby, Malkin, and Carter. That center part of the ice. Whoever wins that between the dots could be the victor tonight.
Snively looking for McMichael. Then Lars Eller. This trio performed very well. Washington's most recent success in Dallas back on Friday, a 5-0 win over the Stars. McMichael sliding between defenders. Jari handles the puck extremely well. Tries to bypass the four-check there. Eller's feed was intercepted. And away come the black and gold through neutral. Zach Aston-Reese spoiled by Jensen. Jensen teaming up once again with Dmitry Orlov as Peter Laviolette and Kevin McCarthy's top shutdown pair. On the rewind, Malkin, who's running red hot. Closing with McGinn.
Oh, stole away.
That was snared.
It's going back and forth right now.
Malkin once more. Lets it go from the heart of the defense. Deflected by Orlov. And out of play. Locker, the Toyota Star Trek. It puts the netminders in place.
Yeah, they're going to have to be in place tonight against some of these shooters. Vitek Vanacek
and Jari
between the nets. 10,
hey, Brian K., welcome in.
6916, Tristan Jari. You look at the numbers, crazy numbers in games, wins, goals against, and save percentage. He is having one heck of a season between the pipes for the Penguins.
It's an all-star season for Tristan Jari, the 26-year-old native of British Columbia, representing the Metro in the all-star festivities to come by week's end.
Along with Gensel up front and 2 Caps going to the all-star game, the 2 flying Russians, Kuznetsov and Alex Ovechkin.
Just a little shy of the 4-minute mark, are we?
Hey,
Joe
Jamie,
Beninati
welcome
and
in.
Craig Laughlin with you from our NBC Sports Washington studios. The Caps making their first of 2 visits to PPG Paints. They'll be back in here in the second week of April. McGinn closing a centering pass that just missed, and then Vanacek was cleaned out in front. Kasperi Kapanen through the crease.
Yeah, he was going hard to the net. It looked like he was tripped up a little bit and ran right into the Capitals netminder, and he took the worst of that collision right in the paint there. Kapanen's been running hot and cold. You're not sure what you're going to get from a nightly basis. He has 9 goals, 24 points overall. Watch the center drive. Here it is right there. Little bit of a hook there by Hathaway. Maybe a trip.
Didn't get called, though.
This is in the game if the referees caught it from behind.
Black Hawk down.
But
Well, technically not. Penguin down.
Kapanen. So a double whammy for Kapanen driving that center lane.
He smacked into Vanacek pretty good there. Vitek readjusting his lid.
And Kapanen readjusting his hair.
Plenty of it.
He's got a ton of hair.
The flow. Vanacek with a 29
like a
stops
70s
in
rocker.
Dallas. Just outstanding.
All right, here we
numbers
go.
in his
Just
last
over
6
16 on the
appearances.
clock.
Backed up tonight once more by Ilya Samsonov. Casey DeSmith, second chair for the Pens, who tried a set piece right off the draw for Gensel that was blocked out of play.
And they're one of the best in the business at creating offense.
We still don't have a shot on goal
This is an
yet.
area of concern for the Caps, and I'm sure that a lot of the pre-scouting are going over the Gensel plays off draws. Sullivan's team scores a ton of
Disney
goals.
Bomb
with the
007, welcome
rotation
in.
From Gensel, from one side to the other. Sullivan in his 9th season as a head coach, over 300 wins, closing in on 350.
The NHL Broadcasters Association votes for Coach of the Year award, and I'm sure
There's your
Sullivan
first
is right
shot.
there high on the
Deflected.
list as the Penguins continue to put pressure on.
And especially because of the early season problems with injuries and guys out of the lineup and key guys like a Malkin. They come into the game with 61 points. The Caps come in with 57.
I don't think he has a thing for Penguins.
He's been the glue, I think, the way he's coached to hold his team together. And give kudos to Laviolette, too. He's put the glue together to keep the Caps in the
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Metro, the way he's had to put guys in and out.
Face
of the
off
line.
again.
Great
Capitals
month of
look like they're
January
going to
for
be
Pittsburgh. They
in
gained
position.
12
They got good
points
position
on
here.
Washington
They
in
got
the
it.
first month of 2022 alone. As Carlson floats this back onto the Pittsburgh side, Letang plays it ahead. Carlson on the reverse. Hagler
Let's see if I can kick that up just a notch real quick there on the video.
was near. Van Riemsdyk with his head up, starting the breakout. 4.5 minutes into this 0-0 game in Pittsburgh. Matheson chops it to the flank. Rodriguez lost it there. Snapshot coming.
Nice shot, deflected.
Sherry testing Jari. Along the boards, they continue to fight for it. Out of the pack comes Rodriguez, who's had a wonderful season by the standards of his current resume. Numbers that have blossomed through the roof.
Yeah, unbelievable. 15 goals, 32 points for Rodriguez, who's a UFA at the end of the season. Just a couple of helpers his last dozen, however.
Oh, in close. Couldn't do anything with it.
On the board, Sprong will kick it back to center. Through neutral, Rodriguez on the entry. Off of Jensen and wide of the cage. Nick Jensen operates for Washington. Capitals team starting the night with 24 victories and 57
Oh, we got a
points.
whistle.
The game's first penalty is
Here's
coming
the
up.
first penalty coming
On
out.
the goal against Sprong, who interfered with their defenseman coming down the wall. Matheson got his arms around him. Pretty good coverage on
What's
the
up,
initial
Showtime?
rush
Welcome
by
in.
the Washington Capitals. And then Sprong, one-on-one in the corner, will take this holding penalty. Here he loses a puck, puts his right arm around Gensel, and takes him to the wall. Gensel in his power play will get the first look here against the Caps PK unit.
Peter Laviolette checking for evidence on that scoreboard overhead. Washington goes a man down. These power play numbers are powered by Hydro. Sidney Crosby will take a lot of face-offs tonight. Wins this one a bit too cleanly.
Yeah, he did. And their power play has been powerful recently. Power play goals in 7 of their last 8 and 2 for 4 against the Kings in their loss the other game.
Overall, 9 for 29 as Malkin weaves his way through the traffic. Gets it set.
Oh, stolen away. The Caps got a breakaway.
Down to the line.
One-on-one.
Down to his forehand.
That's a goal. Short-handed. Washington.
What a play by Hagler.
All right, let me go fix this other one real quick. Caps get a short-handed goal
at the half wall
on a
the
poor
PK.
pass.
The Caps have a 1-0 lead.
What's up,
For
Patrick?
Washington, Locke, the 6th time they have scored shorthanded this season. It's the first shorty they have scored on the road. A 1-0 advantage over homestanding Pittsburgh. Mark it down at the 5-minute, 50-second mark. Still a man short is Washington for another 1:15. Long wrister that sails wide of Vanacek. Rust, the number 3 star in the NHL in the month of January, gets it set. Formation pass for Malkin. Malkin spying through the Washington D, down low.
Ah, wow! Penguins answer!
Now they're even. They allowed a shorty and then they strike on the power play.
Wow.
And Gino, as they like to call him, extends his point streak to 9. And there's the triangulation. 36 seconds after Dow, short-handed, had given the good guys the lead. Beautiful play, by the way. What a pass down low by Gensel. You think he's known as a shooter more than a passer. That was a wonderful pass. And Evgeny Malkin, immediately when it hits his stick, he releases it. And
That was
the
quick.
goaltender Vitek was moving just
All right, 1-1
short
game
side
right
post.
now.
That's exactly where Big Gino put it.
Malkin now on a 9-game point-scoring streak with that power play goal. Going back to last year, he has points in 16 of the last 18 games played at PPG Paints. A little bit shy of the 7-minute mark, play brought to a halt as the puck
got a
was hit
whistle.
with a high stick. A chance for us to step away. 6:43 gone by in the opening frame, and these two teams already exchanging markers.
Yeah, going at each other fully. It's crazy.
Starving.
Wow.
Starving. Just a little bit of pixie dust. Just a little bit of pixie dust is all you need when working with Christina Whitman, realtor of choice for the Disney Chaotic Clubhouse. From making magic as a cast member to spreading magic as a top realtor for Century 21, she'll help you put that gold Century 21 sold sign on your property for sure. Central Florida's finest, Christina Whitman, 407-789-5334. Tell her that Pete McDevitt sent you.
Hello, this is Josh.
And I am Amy, and we are from Central Florida Novelty and Gifts. We are a family-owned small shop. We are an authorized Loungefly retailer.
Please check out our website as we carry Loungefly, Funko Pops, Tervis, Danielle Nicole, and Fig Pins. We take pride in providing great customer service as our customers are our number one priority. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook for up-to-date product information and new releases.
Well, hello, fellow Disney freaks. This is Disney Connections, and I'm Rob.
And I'm Melanie.
And we are here to invite you to come by our channel over at Disney Connections on YouTube,
where we do unboxings, box swaps, lives from the park, and sometimes we have guest speakers.
We also want to invite you to come over to www.mainstreettreat.com to pick up your favorite Disney treats.
Right from the park, shipped to you. Hope to see you soon.
Dowd and Malkin. Two tallies separated by less than 40 seconds. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Locker, in this Taco Bell take, we've seen that the Penguins have become the big enchilada.
Yeah, the first 23 games go 10-8-5, but let's compare them to the last 22 games where they went 17-2-3. And the key reasons, the goals are up over a goal. They're moving the puck around, and everybody's chipping in with a lot of assists. That means they're moving the puck to one another. The goals allowed dipping by about 0.3 down to 2.41, and their power play over double. And you put all those numbers together, and that's why Sullivan's team has been on an excellent run.
Locker, we've seen Ilya Samsonov step in between the pipes for Washington.
And that could stem from the hit from Kapanen, and then after that goal, maybe he's just not feeling 100%. I would think it stems somehow to that.
Hey, Nathan, welcome in. Colin, welcome in.
Remember, there are concussion spotters.
Yes.
Who may have
13, just over 13
down to the
in the period.
Washington bench to say, hey, VTech needs to get checked after this collision.
Yeah, and it was head on head. It was the top of the helmet of Kapanen that caught him right under the chin of the mask. He got scored on, and now Sammy is in the net.
Samsonov's career marks against Pittsburgh. He's lost all 3 of his appearances against the Capitals' arch rival. 1-1 hockey game if you're just tuning in. The Caps with a shorthanded goal. Malkin with a power play goal on the very same power play as Kasperi Kapanen lost the handle.
He's no worse for wear right after the collision. He's right out there.
Marino goes rink wide. Malkin plays it to a vacant wing as Sprong, another former Penguin, plays it ahead for Sherry. Sherry on the drop looking to Backstrom, neutralized by Kapanen. Centering pass just chipped wide. Sprong got a little piece of that, flying through the slot. Sprong waits, flushed out by Malkin. We're getting Malkin reversing for Marino to sky this one back to center. Alex Ovechkin on the headman pass to Wilson, deflected closing. Kuznetsov's grip is high. All the way back to point position. Carlson sends it on the way. That's deflected into the safety netting for a whistle.
That was good defense by Sidney Crosby. Did not allow that seam pass. Coming off the bench was Kuznetsov. He got a good look. There's a look at Ilya Samsonov. 13 wins against the Penguins. He's yet to pick up one in regulation. 0-3-1, 2.79 with 3 shutouts so far for Samsonov.
Vanacek played just over 5 minutes in this contest before yielding the crease. And again, we don't know if he came to the bench and asked for the change or if it was from the athletic trainers or concussion spotters. Regardless, it is Samsonov who carries the mail now as we near the midway mark of the first.
He played just 2 of the last 10 for the Caps. That number 1 job sort of taken over by VTech with a very good run for himself.
Rush cleaned out, play it back on top for Letang's wrister. Sails wide of the goal. Tom Wilson will drag this one through center with Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin working wide, now the 5th leading scorer overall in the NHL. Center pass chipped right on, and Jari makes the save in the cover.
That was a good save by Jerry.
Was a
Closing
nice
down that
save.
post. Good little poke of the puck by Ovi, carrying the puck under control. The one thing Pittsburgh does is they will allow you to attack a little bit, but they always seem to have good numbers coming back. Jerry having that career year, as you mentioned, Joe, just amazing recently, too. He's taken some bad luck losses recently for this team, but man, he's been good all season long at 2.67 against the Caps in his career.
And one of the toughest to score on in the first period this season. Tristan Jarry save percentage in the first period right around 95%. He and New York's Shesterkin have been bouncing back and forth for that lead throughout the season as Orloff will scamper back behind the cage. Send it on around, it'll bounce through center. Matheson collects. Former All-American at Boston College. On the headman, closing in. Zach Aston Reese at the point.
Oh, right out front.
Samsonov,
the backup technically coming
after
in
beating Brian
after
Boyle.
that potential
big boy
concussion
and
making a
Brian
play.
Boyle trying to chop one home. He got a couple of looks at that in front of Samsonov. Good hit by Jensen. This is what they love that he brings to the game. There you'll see him on deck right at the neutral zone, the last opportunity. Brian Boyle, he comes in, hard to contain. The Caps do a pretty good job right there. That was Lars Eller. Two big men.
What's up, Dave? Welcome in.
And Eller got the best of Boyle at the end of that.
Samsonov's last appearance, 26 stops in a loss to San Jose on home ice. He guards the goal now in relief of Vitek Vanacek in this 1-1 hockey game. Top of the screen, you see the scoring chances favoring the Pens as Van Riemsdyk spins it along the wall. Trevor Van Riemsdyk got himself on the score sheet in Dallas in Washington's last outing. Rodriguez will reverse for Ruedel. Tape to tape, waiting there defensively were both Hagelin and Hathaway. Ruedel will try it again. Through center, no running room for Zohorna, who is decked. Radim Zohorna into the lineup most recently against LA as we get a whistle.
Both defensemen for
Just
this
over
club,
10 minutes in the first here.
groups of D-men, very,
1-1
very
right
good
now.
at controlling the pace of the game. You'll see a lot of D-to-Ds, you'll see a lot of underlapping, then they get into the hands of the forwards. That control is so important to both these teams' offenses. It starts there, and then it can end with a nice rush coming up the ice.
You made the point during Cap's pregame live about how dangerous Pittsburgh can be off of turnovers. So if you're moving between the blue line and you're a Washington defender, what's your first point of emphasis?
Staying inside the dots, making sure those pucks don't get into the seams with the speed, the breakneck speed, that they hit them at the right time. You've got to stay between the dots against this group.
Kapanen flying in with the wristers spoiled by Martin Farivari. Cap's third leading block shot artist goes arm in arm with Kapanen to the boards. Sherry dragging the puck loose.
Go out in front!
Not in here. McGinn was decked.
We got a delayed
Pittsburgh
penalty.
soon to another power play. Jari on his way to the bench. 6 attackers on. Closing in. Crosby winds and fires. Samsonov the save. Now Washington goes shorthanded. In this 1-1 hockey game, we'll get you back with
Have a good one,
Pittsburgh
Dave.
skating 5-on-4
Thank
on
you, buddy.
NBC Sports Washington.
The Popeyes Big Box is back, and it is big. Our juicy signature chicken or crispy tenders, 2 regular sides, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $6? We're gonna need a bigger box.
Welcome to 48 square centimeters of earning potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the card built for real life.
She's gonna be a drummer,
Yeah, she is. That's gonna get loud.
right?
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. Unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That's real life ready.
These fudge brownie M&Ms are really fudgy.
Yes, they are.
To put a fudge brownie center in an M&M's is...
Genius. I know.
I was going to say hard. Why won't you go in?
Fudge brownie M&Ms.
With FanDuel, you can bet $5 and win $280 cash on either team to win the Super Bowl. So,
Lady Luck.
yes, ma'am, can take a vacation.
Hey, I'm just gonna check your pockets here real quick.
It's only 3 ounces.
Making the Super Bowl your luckiest day ever.
Mine too, Betty White.
New customers can bet $5 and win $280 cash on either team to win the Super Bowl. Only on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Well, Pittsburgh's first power play chance was eventful. The Caps scored shorthanded. Pittsburgh scored on the power play in the very same 2-minute stretch. So 1-1 now as Hyundai shows you this latest infraction.
Yeah, Daniel Sprong back checking up in McGinn. He will go to the box for the second time of this hockey game. Coming in, he had just 2 minor penalties. He's got 2 here in the first.
At
All right,
Hyundai,
here
the
we
longer
go.
you look, the more there is
Yeah,
to
the
like.
Capitals end of the ice.
Just past the midway mark of the
2
opening
minutes.
period. Power play numbers powered by Hydro. Bump set looking for Malkin. Malkin has 5 goals this season. 3 of them have come on the man advantage. Van Riemsdyk holds him up. Crosby serves it on back for Rust. Covering at point position was Letang. High on the window, Crosby left his skates. Jensen's there. We get a whistle for a hand pass against Pittsburgh.
The captain is a disbeliever. He thought the puck hit a cap on the way down. He jumped high to retrieve the puck, and he's giving it to the linesman there for a hand pass. Their captain, a disbeliever. Sidney Crosby, 498 goals coming into this game tonight. Looking to become the 46th player ever to get to the 500 goal mark.
Crosby continues to protest. You see what Pittsburgh has done in the last handful of games on the man advantage.
They've owned it.
Cancel in tight to his
In
back.
close.
Stop, rebound.
Oh, knocked out.
Made the follow-up save as well on Malkin. Letang with a good keep in.
Penguins get it back.
Chris Letang gets the Penguins shaped up into their power play formation. They rotate for Malkin. Crosby straight away. Malkin to a better shooting lane.
A lot of movement in their power play. You've got to make sure you stay in your lanes as penalty killers and utilize your stick to prevent those passes.
Evgeny Malkin inside, bump it quickly from Rust to Crosby.
Out in front! Oh!
Another pad save.
1 minute on the
beat
power
us.
play.
That was a fabulous stop.
1 minute.
And he even lost his goal stick on that play, and no one's retrieved it yet.
Gensel centering past Crosby feeds.
There it is. He lost his stick. That's a Pittsburgh goal.
Going off, he was in the crease, bouncing around side to side in the paint. The Caps couldn't get it out, and they also lost Wilson outside the blue line. So now they're playing like a man down, 3-on-3 down low. Here's Ferravari knocking the stick of the goaltender back, but I thought it started early. I thought Rust got a piece of his stick, but there's Ferravari trying to pass him the stick, which would have been a penalty, and is not. Here's the play down low. The pass off the stick works out well. Crosby will get the primary helper on that far side, and Rust deeps the goalie.
That was a nice move to score that goal, I got to be honest.
And the Penguins have struck twice on the power play.
Samsonov going full.
Once the goalie committed, he had
God, indeed.
With no success. Washington had killed off 10 straight
Penguins.
shorthanded situations prior to tonight. Pittsburgh is 2 for 2 on the power play. Rust's 13th of the season, exactly 5 minutes after the Malkin PPG. Alex Ovechkin on the hop through center, twisting it back into the Washington zone. Orlov gallops to play with a bit more than 8 minutes to operate in the opening frame.
They now have 19 power play goals on home ice, over 22% effectiveness. I said that could be a factor. The Caps power play or the Penguins power play. The Caps now going to fight through the Penguins and draw some penalties of their own. This Penguins team is very disciplined. You've got to fight for the puck. You've got to fight for penalties to get to go into the power play.
Before tonight, they had not scored in the first period in 5 straight games. Very unusual because they're plus 22 in the opening period as of right now, the best mark of any team in the league.
And both teams like to play with the lead, not chasing games. Coming into this game, the teams combined for 39, 11, and 5 when scoring first. It's better to get that first goal. The Caps looked like they were in charge. They score a shorty, couldn't keep the momentum up with the Penguin power play.
That's Greg Laughlin. I'm Joe Beninati, a little bit past the bottom of the hour. It's the NHL on NBC Sports Washington. If you're just tuning in with us, Pittsburgh has the lead.
Oh,
Caps
lost it. Stolen away. Here comes the breakaway.
Speedy Kapanen. Kapanen to his forehand.
Oh, almost on the rebound.
Stopped by Samsonov on the rebound.
Yeah, that was
wow.
Spectacular. The first one, a 10-beller. The second one, a 20-beller. What a stop keeping the Caps in this game.
McGinn thought he had a layup as Sherry drops it into the corner. McGinn there getting back for Pittsburgh. Dowd shorthanded at 5:50. Malkin and
The
Russ.
crowd getting into it, make a little bit of noise.
6:26.
What's up, Dave? Welcome in.
Your bookkeeping is all caught up. It's 2-1 Pittsburgh inside of PPG Paints Arena. Gensel, such a clever offensive player for Russ on the curl and drag. Stepping in, letting it go. Matheson blocker down. Samsonov's come off the bench and make some sparkling stops. Pittsburgh continues to pour on the pressure. Matheson right up the gut looking for a deflection. Crosby from too severe an angle.
Capitals careless with the puck and not winning the little puck battles, especially in one-on-one confrontations here in this shift.
Shots on goal story getting ugly in Pittsburgh's favor. Penguins still on the job at the offensive end of the rink. We drift below 6 minutes to go in period one. On this board battle, Ruedel sends it wide. Dowd there looking to golf it out. He'll scoop it over the head of Hathaway and back into the Pittsburgh zone. Jari getting a little nonchalant with it there. We have a whistle.
What's the
Referee
whistle?
Pollock away from the play.
I think the Caps are going to the power play. I thought Hagelin was interfered on the forecheck, and because of that, I think the Penguins are going to be nicked here. We'll wait and see.
The interference call taking us to a commercial timeout. Washington trailing by 1. It could easily
All right, commercial
be more.
timeout.
Save for
We'll
outstanding
check out these
work
great people.
from Ilya
We will be
Samsonov.
right back here in just
Washington is talking about price setting some medicines, but it won't stop.
You're invited to the Tropical Nerds channel, where we're launching something exciting. A live-streamed comedy game show called I Knew That. There's a Disney trivia night almost every week. 3 contestants live on every show, buzzing in, answering questions, and playing games in a format you've never seen before. Subscribe now to help us launch this. And there's one more thing. We want you on the show. Contestants appear on these new vision screens via their webcams, and they have a lot of fun.
Hi there, my name is Allie from Cinder Allie Loves Disney. On my channel, I share Disney pins, items from my collection. I do unboxings, movie reviews, Disney park vlogs, and more. We have so much fun. Be sure and stop by and say hi. Let me know you heard about me from the Pete McDevitt Show. And as always, make it a Disney day.
In a world with so many choices, only one YouTube channel stands out from them all. Sean Urban. Become part of this growing community to find all your Disney news, sports talk, discover new food and drinks, and go on epic adventures across the globe. Never miss out on a family fun stream with engaging people, in-chat games, and fantastic locations to see. Don't miss out.
We are the Florida Park Explorers.
We explore the parks 5 to 6 days a week with great live streams and vlogs. We cover everything from rides and food to magic and fun and fireworks. So come join us on our adventures as we take you through
The Disney parks and more.
and check out our all-new channel, the FPE Network. And thanks for watching.
Wonderful stop. I called Kapanen a $10. All
right, here we go. Some great channels. Links right there in the chat. Check them out. You won't be disappointed.
So far.
Gensel now in the sin bin for Pittsburgh. Washington gets the power play chance, getting late in this opening period with these power play numbers, all powered by Hydro. Washington doing some damage on the road against Dallas recently on the man advantage. They were 2 for 2. Long slapper from Ovechkin, armed away by Jari. Backstrom settles. Nicholas scanning the defense. Carlson off the fake slapper. Backstrom force speeds for Ovechkin right to his feet. Around the wall, Backstrom away from Dumoulin. Kuznetsov flushed out by Marino. Wilson dragging it free. His pass picked off. Marino off the boards, but not out. Down low on the setup, Kuznetsov fakes. Settles. Blocker pad save by Jari.
That's his go-to play, trying to go short side.
Yeah, there was nothing to do there.
Number and made sure he elevated his right shoulder. This Penguins penalty killing team, only the Canes are better. They come in at 88.2 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. A good shot by Alex Ovechkin right off the blocker and shaft. And here's Kuzi in front. He loves short side, trying to beat him over the short side shoulder. A little shrug, enough to keep that out of the net.
4:43 on the clock.
Goals in both games against Pittsburgh so far. Both of
1
those
minute on the
games
power
contested
play. 1
at
minute.
Capital One Arena. A season series split. Kuznetsov and the Caps 6-1 in November, losing 4-2 in December. Carlson hammers this one right on. Pad saved by Jari. Ovechkin finds Carlson again. One-time rip from Kuznetsov, missed it. Ovechkin off the reload. 40 seconds on the power play. Kuznetsov bumped
Hey,
it
Rory,
back.
welcome
Carlson
up.
on the head
Welcome
fake.
in.
Lets it fly. Deflected away by Zach Aston Reese. Carlson with patience. In tight quarters for Ovechkin. Send it out there wide to Kuznetsov. South of the goal line for Backstrom. That centering pass. Well read by Letang.
20 seconds on the power play. We got it clear.
Because they were looking for Alex Ovechkin. It would have been a layup had that puck got through there. Good puck movement. I like the shooting coming off the Capitals stick on the power play. It makes it look
Breaks down. Oh! Capitals put it in the back of the rebound. Last week. How much time? Like a second on the power play they put it through. This has been a crazy first period.
4 goals already on the board. Connor,
wow,
great step on Dumoulin and stuffs it 5-hole, but then the follow-up, notice McGinn arriving late. Orlov steps into the play, follows up and just chunks it home. Open net for Dimitri. He's tied it up for the Caps.
16-13 the time of the tally. And brand new at 2 apiece. For a Washington team with 24 victories, Locker, 12 at home, 12 on the road. They've been a very, very good road team of late. Orlov cleaning up the garbage.
What's up, Go Caps? Welcome in.
After the initial shot from Sherry was stopped. And Washington is back in a 2-2 game.
Who's going to win the 5-on-5 battle tonight? Sullivan coaching his 635th game. Labby coaching his 1,311th game tonight. 2 experienced U.S.-born coaches behind the respective benches tonight.
With 3:40 separating us from Integrate Intermission Live. In a tussle along the dasher, Hagelin will steer it in. Jari waits for Matheson. Plays it on around. This will squirt to center. Nick Jensen revolving there. Hagelin forced away by Pettersson. Jensen choosing the middle for Dowd. Flex it out wide for a Hagelin drop to the front. Punched away by Jari. Hathaway trickles one to the doorstep, nobody home. And we hear the whistle away from the play.
I think it's going to be another penalty. I'm not sure here. It looked like it was going to
Good
go
Lord.
against Pittsburgh, but it looks like Dowder talking to the referee now.
Wow.
Second time in the box, they're interfering with the Capitals' speed on the forecheck. They're just running interference, not allowing the Caps to get into the zone. Sullivan's not going to like the call. Gensel in the box once again, his second time. Strong's been in the box twice for the Caps. And here comes the
What's
power
up, Joey
play once
Wagner?
again
Welcome in.
for the Capitals captain and company. Sullivan barking at the referees for the call they just made on Gensel. Here's a look at it. There's a little interference right there on Dowd and just slides him into the glass. If he doesn't take him into the glass, there's probably no penalty, but once he took him another 5 to 10 feet, definitely an interference call going Gensel's way.
Orlov on the power play. His previous power play goal in Raleigh proved to be a game winner against the Hurricanes. This one tonight has made it 2-2. Power play numbers that are all powered.
All right, here we
by
go.
Hydro.
2 minutes on the penalty.
This season, 2 for
3
6
minutes left in the
in
period.
3 games against Pittsburgh. Wilson fanned on it. He was tackled by Dumoulin. As Boyle looks to get it out, he failed to do so. Snapshot Kuznetsov, armed away by Jari. Backstrom settles for the Caps. Carlson at the midpoint. Backstrom closing. Away from Marino. Carlson with a screen developing. Kuznetsov plays a 2-man game with Backstrom. They change the formation. Kuznetsov
moving it around.
Back for Backstrom. Around the horn, Carlson. 80 seconds on the man
Caps
advantage.
taking their
2:28
time.
in the period. Kuznetsov overlapping with Backstrom. Cradles it at the point. Ovechkin, nice look. Backstrom fakes. Kuznetsov moves. Ovechkin fires. Wonderful
misses.
stop there
Wow.
by Jari. Then he
Nice stop.
slashed Carlson in the
1 minute on the power play. 1 minute.
I think had that puck been shot quickly by Ovi, it was an empty net. He just hit Jari. He had some netting there because of the great puck movement.
Backstrom shifting gears for Kuznetsov. Dumoulin there. Shorthanded Pittsburgh another 48 seconds. Great possession time for Washington. Nicholas Backstrom. Looking topside for Ovechkin. Wrister on the way. Broken up by Boyle. Down low. Carlson's redirect. That was answered. Zach Aston Reese. Looking for some room.
30 seconds on the power play. Hey, Cricket.
An alleyway. And
they clear it. They clear it.
Fantastic work by the Capitals power play. There's been 3 power play goals here in the first and a short-handed opportunity and goal. And the Capitals there just about score another one. Some real good looks the way the Caps are moving the puck, moving their bodies, and shooting more than anything. Here's a little fake by Backstrom. Gives it right up the gut. Watch over. Here comes the shot. He shot to the middle of the net. I thought he had some short side. Look at the short side there. He just got lucky, did Jari, and it hit him in the crest as Ovi had a real good look to give the Caps a lead.
Minute 29 of the period. 20
Capitals
seconds on the power play.
Just 13.8%
Here comes the face-off.
effective on the road with a man advantage as Samsonov checks things out to his right. 1:29 left in the frame. Orlov and Dowd for Washington. Malkin and Rust for the Penguins in this 2-2
Yeah,
contest.
I heard about that about 2 weeks ago.
Dimitri retracing
We'll see
his
if it
steps.
happens.
Schultz, another of the former Penguins. Justin picked up a helper on that Orlov goal. Dimitri gains the offensive zone. A little bit more than a minute with
He
which
could
to
be
work
just
in the
doing that
first
to get
period.
more money out of Michigan.
Penguins back to full and even strength. We are in the McNugget minute of period 1. Should Washington score, you'll get a free 6-piece McNuggets with a minimum $1 purchase on the McDonald's app the very next day. Gensel on to Rust. Darting to the inside, forced back by Orlov. 40 seconds in the period. Gensel slams on the brakes. Centering pass, clicks to the corner. Crosby.
Oh!
Inside, step shot off the outside of the post.
Just this. Crosby not only has a great backhand shot, but he's one of the best at backhanding the puck as a pass. There he just
Be
about
interesting. I
connected
think he'd be
the
better
slot.
staying
20 seconds
in
left.
college, personally.
Centering pass that comes all the way through. It'll chase the Pens back in their own zone. 14 ticks separating us from Integrate Intermission Live. Marcus Pettersson, Swedish-born blue liner, now 25 years of age in his 5th North American season. Malkin's going to crank this one up.
That's
Samsonov
the
makes
period,
that easy
everybody.
stop. We are done with 1 in Steeltown.
Wow, what a crazy period that was. 5-on-5. I think the rest of the way would have to be the mandate for both of these coaches. Let's stay out of the penalty box. Let's play 5-on-5 and see where the chips may land. That carried all specialty teams.
Thank you, Cricket.
Both teams filing off to their respective dressing rooms. They'll catch their breath after a 2-2 sprint of a first period. The Capitals racing out of their dressing room, likewise for the Pens. From one studio to the other, we turn it over to Integrate Intermission Live. Here now, Alexa Landestoy and Alan May.
Integrate Intermission Live.
What a first period, a shorty and 3 power play goals as we are all tied up at 2 apiece at the end of 1. That's Alan May. I'm Alexa Landestoy. This is Capitals Integrate Intermission Live. Let's dive right in to our Geico highlights because Nick Dowd got things going here, intercepting the pass on the Penguins power play here with the shorty breakaway. And Alan, he goes 5-hole on Jari. I believe you called that one.
Yeah, great work by Hagelin to create the turnover from Letang. Dowd with the patience in the 5-hole slide. Tristan Jari has a stick up the entire time, made it just way too easy.
Yeah, and then moments after the Penguins continued their power play, Malkin to Gensel, back to Malkin, and we're tied up at 1.
Just amazing how quick they move the puck around here. They've got 4 guys down near the net, create a low 4-on-3, and Malkin gets it, and he's been hot. That's his 24th goal against the Washington Capitals.
And another power play for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and it's Gensel who gets it over to Crosby, gets it up to Rust. Beats Samsonov without the stick there.
Yeah, so much movement by the Pittsburgh Penguins, not with just the puck. They don't just work the puck. They work the movement of the players around. Incredible by them. And then a little while later, Connor Sherry drives down the side, and Dmitry Orlov hunting for this. That's also a power play goal.
incredible as the Washington Capitals tied things up. And I know we had goals in all of these highlights, but also Ilya Samsonov making some strong saves late in that period for the Capitals.
Yeah, and it's tough to go in cold like he was. And Vitek Vanacek goes out with probably concussion protocol.
Welcome in, Kevin Davis.
And Samsonov goes in there.
Hi, Kevin Davis.
And hoping he wasn't going to go in. But he was excellent so far in the first period.
Yeah, you mentioned Vitek Vanacek had that collision with Kapanen. We believed he was pulled by the spotter, so we'll have to wait and see. But Samsonov finished off that period, and he was making
and Slapshot socks. Visit washcaps.com/kidsclub for more information and to sign up today.
Let's go.
Looking to good shot with his shoulder. It's got to be dislocated to make that save. Deep into the 9 here in Seattle. The brace on That's the feet move there. The edge work is outstanding. Nick Mueller as he spins his right to cut towards the other scores. It's going down right now.
Friends, family, and sports betting. Next question.
Caesar, why the Mannings? Why now?
All the Mannings are Caesars. Even Cooper. He's my favorite. So I can get Archie some glasses. We're all Caesars. These glasses solid gold. Is there another kind of gold that I don't know about?
I like the way these feel.
Next question.
Does love conquer all?
Love always wins. All right, baby?
Nice. Nice.
Okay, Pressport. Time to bounce. Who's hungry?
Honda is the most awarded brand of the last decade, loaded with safety features and rugged capabilities. So it's no wonder we're selling them faster than ever. Like the all-wheel drive 8-passenger Pilot, the adventurous all-wheel drive Passport, or the versatile HR-V crossover. Don't wait. Act fast and reserve your Honda today. New models are arriving daily. See your local Honda dealer.
I need you to see. To all the kisses that led to this one. Celebrate every kiss with K.
This buy one, get one half off, it's offensive. No regard for folks who don't have someone. Those who strong-arm their way to the top, only to find they got no one to share the view with. Thank you, Stephen.
Jimmy John's, buy one, get one half off.
Here we go.
All the best in sports.
He's gone!
Yeah, you've got it.
He's gone! Time to celebrate.
All your favorite teams? Just find your squads and we'll do the recording for you, so you never have to sweat.
Oh, there's going to be a big night.
All the biggest games, we found them for you. Just tune to channel 205.
What a catch!
Can't stay home? Take your games with you. And the most live sports in 4K HDR, including the most NBA games in 4K. DirecTV, we do sports. Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and watch live out-of-market games anywhere. Watch more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long. Follow your favorite teams. Discover rising stars or scout conference rivals.
Way downtown.
NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today for a new low price.
You're watching NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Wizards.
Welcome back to Capitals Integrate Intermission Live. Let's take a look at the first period by the numbers and accurate game stats. Shots on goal slightly in favor of the Penguins, but 7 block shots for the Capitals, 15 hits in that first period alone. And special teams, a huge part of that first period, 2 power plays each for these teams as we are all tied up at the end of 1. And let's take a peek at live lines powered by PointsBet. PointsBet offers more live betting, more bet types, more cash outs, and more ways to live your bet life. So download that PointsBet app now. Use code Washington and get your first bets risk-free up to $2,000 and get in on the action for the rest of the game. Win probability to begin this game at 39% for the Capitals, up a little bit at 41%, but Alan, we got a game on our hands. Clearly, it always is when these two teams meet.
Yeah, certainly, and the Capitals got to pick it up 5-on-5, just 2 shots in that first period. The Penguins had 8 at the 5-on-5. Power play for the Caps, this is the best it's looked all season long. 1 goal on out of those 2 power play opportunities, but the shots they were getting, excellent.
Yeah, looking good in Dallas. They're keeping things rolling so far in tonight's game. Well, Nick Dowd came up with that shorty, his 6th goal of the season. We're going to hear from him coming up next.
There's really only one number that matters in sports. The number 1. That's why FanDuel built the #1 rated sportsbook app with the most popular parlays and faster payouts. Winning sitting in your bank account in as little as 2 hours. So if you want the best, bet with the best. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Download FanDuel Sportsbook today and make every moment more.
It's your ultimate snowball fighter. It's your frostbite fixer. It's your all-wheel drive enabler, roadless travel, challenge accepted, winter warrior. The all-wheel drive capable Hyundai Palisade, Tucson, and Santa Fe. It's your journey. Own it. Now lease the Tucson or Santa Fe for $229 a month or get up to $500 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
America's most reliable network is going ultra with Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband now in many more cities. Hey, it's Mindy! Downloading a movie up to 10 times faster than before. Whoa, is that done?
Yep.
Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
Lucky, lucky me, lucky, lucky me. I get what I want, I get what I need.
Get a taco a day for 30 days for $10 with the new Taco Lovers Pass, only on the app.
This winter, Comcast Business is helping Team USA and businesses across America stay ahead. Keep yours ahead too, with reliable connectivity and secure solutions on the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. And get access to over 20 million Wi-Fi hotspots from coast to coast. So no matter what big event comes up, your team can be ready for what's next.
Fast speeds and advanced security, together for $69.99 a month. Or ask how to get up to an $800 Visa prepaid card when you order online.
I'm the latest hashtag challenge, and everyone on social media is trying me. I'm trending so hard that hashtag common sense can't keep up.
This is gonna get tens and tens of views. But if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you could be left to pay for this yourself.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
Searching for a new car? Your Toyota dealer can work with you online or in person to reserve your new Toyota and take delivery soon. We can even help evaluate your trade-in. So visit your dealer and we'll get you lined up with the vehicle that's right for you. And let you know when your new Toyota is ready. Check out the all-new Corolla Cross. Or pick a Highlander or RAV4 with 2.49% APR financing. Hurry, reservations are booking daily. Toyota, let's go places.
Calling all of our dog-loving friends, it's time for you and your pup to join the Caps Canines Club, the official dog club of the Washington Capitals. For only $35, your membership includes monthly newsletters, ticket offers, invitations to Caps Canines events, a $40 credit to Old Town Pet Resort, and of course, an exclusive dog kit personally approved by Biscuit. Join the pack today by visiting washcaps.com/capscanines.
This NBC Sports Washington coverage of Capitals hockey tonight is being brought to you by Toyota. It's time to go Toyota with legendary safety and reliability. Toyota, let's go places. By MGM National Harbor, celebrating 5 monumental years in the community. By Comcast Business, powering possibilities. And by Papa John's. The day after the Caps score 5 or more goals, get 50% off regular menu pizzas at papajohns.com with code CAPS50.
Hey, Amy. Welcome back. Let's dive into our Thompson Creek window of opportunity and now and take a closer look at the first goal from tonight.
Well, excellent work by Carl Hagelin holding the blue line and putting high pressure on Chris Letang. Gets a stick on this, and Letang just throws this into the middle of the ice, and then Dowd's off to the races. Sidney Crosby's very, very fast, but flat-footed there. He's not going to catch Dowd. Dowd just goes with patience here and a 5-hole slider. Beautiful goal.
Yeah, the 6th shorthanded goal for the Washington Capitals so far this season. And Nick Dowd, you saw his goal there, and a few moments ago he caught up with Joe Beninati.
Nick, just watching that opening 20 minutes and the special teams game, from your vantage point, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, you talking on the goal, or you talking overall?
All of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously special teams are going to play a big role in a lot of games down the stretch. You don't see it happen that often where it looks something like that. But I don't know. Obviously, I think both penalty kills and both power plays are doing well, and I think both guys got to do a little better. So.
You converted shorthanded. What is it through the years that has made Pittsburgh's power play so tough to defend?
Oh, I think they're a lot like us. I mean, they have a lot of elite players, and they know how to move the puck, and they've been together for a long time. Same as ours. Guys create good chemistry, and a lot of guys can make plays. So.
Nice goal, Nick. We appreciate the insight. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We were talking about Vitek Vanacek.
He seemed really happy to talk.
Coming in officially from the Capitals. Vitek Vanacek ruled out for the rest of the game with an upper body injury. Hunter Shepard will serve as the emergency backup to Samsonov tonight as we are all tied up heading into the second period. We'll get you back for all the action with Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin just after this.
We all need help. Well, then, just not always the same kind. Wait. Maybe you just need a little. Maybe you need a lot.
Nice technique.
It seems like she's got it, but she might need an extra hand later. And when it comes to taxes,
so where are you moving to?
H&R Block can help a little or a lot. At H&R Block, get the expert tax help you need, online and in person. Help is here.
I so don't feel like cooking.
Pizza is here.
Order the Ovechkin special today at PapaJohns.com.
Don't forget Mamba sauce.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. Hang on, I know, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Have you seen those small...
Oh, careful with it!
Sorry, Missy.
Excuse me, could we...
Excuse me, I was wondering, could we bag or what?
Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Who wants some dress strips?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
Okay, we didn't just fly to space. We ain't that rich. But we did just hit an in-game win with PointsBet's lightning-quick live betting. So we get more bets in as the game happens. And that's how you do more than just bet. That's how you live your bet life. New customers get risk-free bets up to $2,000.
We know it's going to take many forms of energy to meet the world's needs while creating a cleaner future for all. At Chevron, we're lowering the carbon emissions intensity of our operations, investing in lower carbon technologies, and exploring renewable fuels of the future. We work hard to care for the homes we love, but it's only human to protect the one we share.
With a full range of BMW X vehicles available, no matter what adventure lies around the corner, there's an X for that. Hurry and release a 2022 BMW X3 X-Drive 30i for $539 a month.
Care. It has the power to change the way we see things. It inspires us to go further. It has our back and goes out of its way to help. When you start with Care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist, born to care.
Sports Washington coverage of Capitals hockey tonight is being brought to you by your local Washington area Honda dealers. When you want to get more, then it has to be a Honda. Don't settle for less. Visit your local Honda dealer today. By MedStar Health, easy access to great health care. It's how we treat people. And by IT Cadre, innovation, transformation. IT Cadre, your vision, our purpose. Washington Capitals are inside of PPG Paints Arena this Tuesday night on NBC Sports Washington. It's a 2-2 draw after 20 minutes. Locker, listen very carefully. Deadheads, combine your love for the Washington Capitals and the Grateful Dead by getting your ticket for one of the games on the Grateful Dead All Caps Tour. Tickets are purchased through this offer. They'll be receiving a game ticket as well as a limited edition Capitals Grateful Dead inspired t-shirt. Scan the QR code you can see on the screen or visit WashingtonCaps.com/special groups to purchase your tickets.
All right.
On the Toyota League leaderboard lock,
yep,
we see two highly skilled players getting all caught up.
Well, you see guys that haven't played a whole lot and 15 games or less played. Kucherov, 17 points.
Welcome in, Michael. No, I'm not worried about that, buddy. Welcome in.
12, ran
welcome in, baby. Welcome in, Amy.
With a power play goal in the first.
Doing a little bit of hockey tonight. Welcome in.
12 games played. Guys coming out of the gate hot, not playing a whole lot.
Grateful Dead were never on my playlist. You?
There's probably one song, and that was it.
Okay.
And I can't name.
But you like the tie-dye look. So
yes, I do.
Period number 2.
We'll make sure we have a dozen.
One had a lot of energy.
That's usually what we try to do. Make sure we keep you company there. As we are underway in the second, an early chance.
We got an early penalty
call here, 23 seconds into the frame after what was a penalty-filled first.
Just had that one cleared out
for the Washington Capitals right off the get-go. Are they ever calling it by the book? You can't get away with anything here in this game in Pittsburgh. Down to the box. Might be a little hook coming across the seam there. Here's the play. Here's Dowd from behind. A little bit of play there.
Penguins on the power play now. What's up, Kerry? Welcome in.
The high stick against the defenseman. And that sends Dowd to the box. Marino clipped up high. Dowd tried to sell it and didn't get away with it in front of the net. Here comes the Pittsburgh power play.
Definitely unintentional, but you are responsible at all times for your hockey stick. And Peter Laviolette's troops go a man down again, and Pittsburgh is 34% effective in its last 9 games. And already, as you can tell, 2 for 2 on these power play numbers that are powered by Hydro. Crosby steps and fires, missed it on the short side. Ilya Samsonov in the cage for Washington, and he'll be there for the balance of the game. Vitek Vanacek started, was injured, and left the game after facing 5 shots and surrendering a goal.
Crosby chops at it, bouncing puck, ball gets jacked by Wilson. Puck kept in, Gensel looking for Crosby on the backhand, rush is right there, he scores!
Letang settles. Malkin straight away, shaded by Lars Eller.
Take me just a second to fix it, guys.
Letang teaming up with the Gensel inside. To the bumper there, Gensel fires and Samsonov shakes that away.
Yeah, same bumper play that the Capitals use, except Gensel's a left shot, so they do it off of the opposite side. Gensel's very good at finding free ice, and you have to when you're in the bumper position. Wilson plays it well. Oshie, one of the best in the biz of getting open. Gensel, a good-looking shot.
TJ Oshie and Anthony Mantha still on the injured list. Dennis Cholowski, Alexei Protas, and Matt Irwin, the healthy scratches tonight for the guys in the white sweaters.
41 seconds on the power play still.
3 and 4
41
in the Metro Division. Pittsburgh 4 up.
It all depends on who and when they're playing, Kerry.
Down the alleyway, closing.
I don't have anything playing right now for any games
Samsonov managed to get back in the nick of time.
Till after the Olympics.
Kapanen fires through the traffic block. Carter getting back in after his wraparound failed, and then we hear the whistle.
But I'm sure we'll get to him at some point.
2-minute mark of the second.
You have to have a ton of power to push post to post, and that was a beautiful stop with the right toe of Ilya Samsonov. The Penguins love to use behind the net. Here's the wrap coming around, and just in time with that right toe. One more look, hard net drive, the wrap, and that puck is kept out of the net. Nicely done against the reach of Jeff Carter. Carter trying to hammer home his 13th goal, recently re-upped in the last week or so on a new 2-year deal at about $3.3 per season.
Jeff Carter, who turned 37 on New Year's Day. Power play for Pittsburgh, another 16 seconds. Long wrister deflected aside. The Capitals have seen Tom Wilson head off to the dressing room tunnel. On the head man, looking for Hathaway.
Looking for Hathaway on a breakaway. Didn't
on the back boards.
Yeah, Letang, the second giveaway on their
full
power
strength.
play.
Full
This
strength.
leads to another breakaway. It cost them in the first on the down goal, and their Hathaway.
Yeah, they're an
just got
iconic part of the
another chance
NHL
on
for
the
sure.
giveaway
They're
by Letang.
First time tonight that Pittsburgh has fizzled on the man advantage. We remain tied up at 2 apiece. It's the NHL.
I just try to pick one of the
tonight.
best games of the day
Capitals get home
to
right
do
back
is
to
what
work
I
for the
try to
Edmonton
do.
Oilers tomorrow.
And I have a couple people that give me direction on what games should be the best to do.
Orlov's drive. That's broken up. Alex Ovechkin to the corner. Centering pass back to the grade 8. Had his stick lifted by Aston Reese. Boyle put a bump on Backstrom, and Letang clears for the Penguins.
Excellent back pressure there by Aston Reese, making sure Ovi didn't get that shot away, and then hustles down to force a face-off. Good opportunity there, right off that little run. Here's that little play by Carter one more time, and just the power coming across. Looked like Carter had a little bit of daylight, but that puck would have had to been right next to the post. He couldn't get completely around because of Wilson, who looked like he took possibly a piece of the skate.
Hey, Robert, welcome in. I have no idea.
Because both of them went down hard.
No idea, buddy.
Got tangled up in the face area with
just
Jeff
kind of
Carter.
learning the game myself as we go along. I'm somewhat new to hockey. Rather be honest with you than try to BS you.
Evan Rodriguez, who has 9 multi-point games this season. Ruido fires. That sizzler went wide. Matheson steps in from point position. Orlov there to cover him up with support from Backstrom. Matheson moves it back, topside and around. She comes for Ruido. Sends it south of the goal line, so Horna's a step late there. Orlov with his opposite 9, Rodriguez, and then it's captain for Washington, Ovechkin through center, as Washington would like the line change.
Both these teams generate a ton of offense from the blue liners coming into the game. The Pittsburgh blue line core has 109 points. The Capitals blue line core had 96 coming in. That's where they generate a lot of the offense, a lot of the extra assists. Their defense heavily involved on both sides here tonight.
With access to over 85,000 ATMs, checking, and online savings, PenFed offers convenience and great rates for those in uniform and those who are not.
Thank you. I'm on it.
Thanks to our friends at PenFed for their terrific support.
I'll step out. Thank you.
Sponsorship throughout this season. 2021-22 campaign for Washington. Now 46 games old. A drive that's answered by Samsonov at his knees.
Jesse, you got it for a second,
win by the Pittsburgh Penguins, and that was Sidney Crosby. Pittsburgh operates at about 51%, and the Caps are right near the bottom, tied with Buffalo at 46.1. When you're playing Pittsburgh, you've got to really bear down on the draws. You've got to make it more 50-50 pucks because they're too talented to create offense if they win them directly.
10 other games, Locke, on the NHL slate this Tuesday night. Washington's last action in Dallas on Friday, a 5-0 whitewash of the Stars. The Caps, no shutout tonight. They have 6 of those, only Calgary with more, but there are people calling for a delay of game here.
Yeah, the puck was down low. It sure looked like it ramped up off the blade of the Pittsburgh Penguin player because the Caps D was caught flat-footed in the corner and then threw it up. And it looked to me like it definitely hit a stick. The Zebras will meet. They'll determine. And they're going to determine to delay a game penalty. So here comes the penalty killers under duress once again. Here it is. TVR gets the puck, and there's the shot. I thought the forward might have got a piece of it. You watch that closely, you go, I'll take that back. Looked like TVR's shot went directly over the glass, and you can tell by his expression in the box that he knew it, or he would be arguing that it did indeed hit a Penguin stick.
Second year for Van Riemsdyk with Washington, an NHL career that began with the Chicago Blackhawks. He'll sweat it out in the sin bin. Jensen and Orlov back to work on the PK. Letang lets it fly. Samsonov made the save. Orlov puts it on the window, but not out. Letang, a nice keep in. Crosby ran into the goal there, knocked himself down. Malkin is the quarterback up top. Malkin fakes to the heart of the Caps defense. Floats one, booted aside. Letang will reload for Malkin. Interior Gensel, one more at the doorstep. Rust taps it home.
The Penguin power play predicated on one-touch passing, and all the great power plays are. They get the puck and immediately move it. They know where it's going once they hit the stick play. Russ got a lucky bounce last game, and he had a pair of goals, including a power play goal off a post also. And here he's going to get a lucky bounce, and Crosby's going to get the primary assist. Here's Gensel's footsie. The shot by Crosby hits the far post, and there's Rush. Check out the right side. Here's the footsie move by Gensel. Right there, he sort of kicks it up. There it is, coming right to the net. Good hustle there by Jensen. Just not enough of his stick and skate to keep that out of the net. Sure looked like Russ got a piece of it to give the Penguins a 3-2 lead.
3 power play goals for Pittsburgh. The last time Washington allowed 3 in a single game go back to mid-December in Chicago. Long wrister deflected wide as Kuznetsov and the Capitals try to get the tying tally on the very next shift. Good news for Washington. Wilson has returned. Lost the puck to Carter.
I leave for 1 second. Jesse's giving up goals.
Putting it out wide to Kasperi Kapanen. Faravari there on the defensive effort for
Washington. Hey, Donna. Great to see you.
Shy of the 6-minute mark in period 2. Second goal that Samsonov has surrendered. Vanacek started this game, faced 2 shots, gave up the goal to Evgeny Malkin, then was drilled in the crease. Kasperi Kapanen ran him over. Samsonov would come on soon thereafter. Van Riemsdyk plays it ahead. It's steered into the Pittsburgh defensive end. Jari loves to get out there to play the puck.
Yeah, he's like a third D back there. Really helps him.
I didn't even get to play my horn.
The puck from the D to simply retrieve, and he's also very good at giving time to make direct passes, and they've got some starch on him. It's a very good goaltender with his hockey stick.
Already has 2 assists this season as Aston Reese gets to the outside. Fires, paddle down, Samsonov the save. A feed for Sprong that's ahead of it.
Chris, they got the message at least. I could see that they read it.
And blocker.
And that's all because it's a side-to-side pass. They love to go board to board.
Pedersen hammers that one to the corner in the 5-on-5 duel. Crosby shortening up on his stick against his former teammate Justin Schultz. Gensel giving a run after Van Riemsdyk. Backstrom golfing at it, didn't get it out. Pedersen, wrister on the way, gloved and held by Samsonov.
The shot differential for Pittsburgh tonight is ridiculous.
Right after these messages.
All right, I'll be right back in just a minute, everybody. Right back here.
Sometimes you're down. Sometimes
in
your feet rest on the arm of a quarterback who is bagging groceries.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelt with a K for some reason.
Hi friends, it's Sam from YouTube channel SamwellB12. Come check us out as we have something for everybody. Live hockey streams, retro streams, Lego builds, cooking videos, Disney videos, gaming videos, adventures around Ontario, mini games in the chat. Again, it's Sam from SamwellB12. We look forward to seeing you real soon. Thanks for your support.
Hi everyone, this is Ron and Meredith of the Differly Crew.
We love sharing our adventures to Disney World, Universal Studios, and everything else Florida has to offer. On our channel, you will find various videos of our adventures.
We also live stream every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us as we love interacting with everyone in the chat.
And if you love Disney merch, you must tune into our live streams to see Meredith's trip hauls. It's a sight to see. I keep asking myself if we have room for all her merch.
Stop by and say hi. Hope to see you real soon.
Hi, my name is Andrea.
My name is Larry, and our channel is called Our Castle Life.
If you like Disney, this channel's for you. We have park vlogs, live streams, hotel and food reviews. We also have Run Disney, unboxings, and swaps with other YouTube channels.
So check out our channel for some down-to-earth Disney fun. Oh, and don't forget to spot our 2 favorite Sphinx cats, Azrael and Valak. They make an appearance every once in a while.
All right, here we go. Back
Against
at it.
Washington.
I think I've
Thank
done
you,
it
Jesse.
tonight.
You think you got all 3?
Yeah, I definitely know 1. I think I know 2. The third one's tricky. I've got 2 guys for the third one.
I have 5 names written down. I'm confident of 2. So I'll cheat off of your paper for the third one. Approaching the 7-minute mark in the second period. It was 2-2 after 20. Rust has done it again. Brian Rust is having a fabulous last 6 weeks. He's got 2 goals tonight. A couple of power play goals and a 3-2 lead with Pittsburgh providing all of its offense with Washington.
There's Washington putting another one in the basket. That quickly. Wow.
And the way Dowd.
Take that, Dizzard Dream.
On the board. This is the first even Steven goal. There's a little spinorama. There it is to Hathaway, and there's the shot.
The Capitals just scored against the Penguins.
Woo! Jari with pretty good coverage there by Ruido.
That's going to be my new Capitals scored a goal sound right there.
Woo! Chance for Jari. He's saying, hey, what the heck? Nick Dowd's got his second of the game. It's 3 apiece.
Dowd with 7 on the season.
We got ourselves a goal game, everybody.
The other, the shorthanded goal that started this spree tonight.
We knew this was going to be a great game.
Washington,
I mean, these are 2 incredible teams.
3 minutes as we have a challenge.
I think they're challenging for goalie interference.
Oh, okay. We might have they might take a goal away.
Wait and see here.
Let's see what happens.
But indeed, it was goalie interference. Certainly didn't look like it. It looked like Dowd got his stick on it, but the way Jari reacted as that goal went in, he stared down the referee. Here's Dowd working in front of the net. There's Jari, a little bit of a push. To me, that can't be goalie interference. Come on.
Referees Garrett Rank and Kevin Pollock on the line with the Situation Room in Toronto. If anything, it appeared like Jari created the contact first.
Absolutely.
And
I want to see what they're going to call.
The question is, did it prevent the goalie from doing his job in the crease? We are of the mind that it did not. And that Dowd should have his second on the night at 7:05.
Great interchange at the blue line, though, that sparked that shot from the point. Beautiful work by Jensen and Hathaway. And there it is, kick to the point. There's the shot. And there's the redirect in front off the shaft of the stick. It ramps up and past the left shoulder. It went the opposite direction. And there's the goaltender's reaction. He's saying he's giving the referee the what for. He definitely thought, the way he was staring him down, that he was interfered with on that play.
Locker, the longer they deliberate, the more I get worried. This was pretty clear cut for you and me that shouldn't
Absolutely.
Well, of course, you're Washington.
You're
the Washington play-by-play team. I'd expect you to
Dowd and the Caps will get.
One more look. There's Dowd moving the D. Ruido. Now he sets his position up outside the crease, making sure he moves with the puck being shot from the point. And I agree. I don't think that is goalie interference, but we'll wait and see here. It's been such a crazy game already with 6 goals on the board. We think we'll see what they decide here.
It'll be referee Pollock.
No goal. Take it off.
So, Locker, they're saying, if I understand that correctly, the fact that he's in the blue paint is the issue?
And I thought his skates were above the line there. And that's why Lavi is steaming. You never see him steaming like that. I'm with you, buddy. No goalie interference in my book whatsoever. If they're going to call it this close, come on. Every game they're going to take the goal away. He's outside the crease. I don't get it.
Minimal contact, if anything. And
I don't get it.
Contact was created by Jari.
That's horrible.
I don't go until the
tough
tells you all you need to know. Take it down for Dowd.
ESPN is determined to sell you ESPN Plus.
3-2.
Wow, what a change of events. Turn of events there. I thought for sure that's a tying goal.
The wording is always, did it prevent the goalie from doing his job? And that's normally, when you see it happen, there's contact. You know, there's a twisting around of the goalie. There's a clean out.
Correct.
Some more contact than that.
And was I wrong? I didn't see him in the paint.
Kuznetsov fires this one wide. Maybe blocker at the barely tip top of the paint, but again, no contact at all. The only contact was Jari with his glove shoving Nick Dowd.
All right, 3-2 still.
Buffalo's probably on our side, the Brett Hall goal.
Let's not go there.
I know.
Alex Ovechkin back to the bench for Washington. He and his mates frustrated. They're trailing by 1 on enemy ice.
And there's that cut that we thought got clipped up high when he ran into the boards with Jeff Carter. Looked like he had a few stitches there right on the snobs. Tom Wilson, 6 points in his last 8 overall.
4 of those goals in those 8 games. Earlier in the season, he had a power play marker against Pittsburgh in that 6-1 thrashing. Jarry made a good pad save right off the draw. Stepping in, Van Riemsdyk offers to Sherry. Sherry swoops below the goal line, centering, and it's gloved by Jarry.
Capitals try to respond quickly. The one thing about them, they're a veteran-laden group. They can't let anything affect them, and they got to come right back and play hard against Tristan Jarry. 18-4-2 in his last 24. At home, 1.98 to 9.9 over that stretch. He started out the season at 5-4-3 and has turned it around mightily. He's kept the Penguins in most games every night.
Battling against a Washington team that's 5-2-2 in its last 9 on the road. Caps get the Oilers tomorrow night at Capital One Arena, a game you can see nationally. Sprong angles back ahead of the forecheck from Rust. Rust has a pair of goals and the lead marker in this encounter tonight. Rust working with Gensel and Crosby, a highly productive line for these Penguins. Gensel will retreat, sends it on back to Marino, who played collegiately at Harvard. Pettersson down the wing for Gensel. Cross-rank Crosby. That pass clicked off of Van Riemsdyk and back to center as we near the midway mark of regulation time. Pettersson keeps it humming around the wall. Simone on the fly. Dominic Simone, snapshot off the outside of the goal. Capitals will counterpunch with Eller. Further still for Nick Jensen, who's returned to the lineup after missing 4 games with an injury. Simone sends in Aston Reese. Turns the corner, centering pass behind his intended target. Joe Snively revving it up through center. Snively on the go with McMichael. Drop pass, Eller blocked by Dumoulin and out of play.
Good stick there by Dumoulin against the Caps, rushing up the ice. Lars Eller, I like their line in Dallas in particular. I thought they really played well. Spronger was skating. You have an injection of youth and speed in Snively. He's picked up a couple assists in 2 games. Looks very comfortable playing with Lars Eller. As he comes up the ice, a little kickoff by Snively, rotation, another drop pass by McMichael. That's a good line passing play. That means they're getting some chemistry and some mojo together. I like that overall.
I often hear you and Alan and Brent talking about driving the middle, and Snively did that to back off the defenders there. Face-off win for Carter. So Horna turns it back onto the Washington side of center. Faravari outlasting Rodriguez. 3-2, Pittsburgh has the lead. The lead goal from Brian Rust on a power play here in the second.
I thought it was tied.
Capitals had thought it was tied.
So did I.
Down on a deflection, but overturned. Ruled goalie interference. The officials huddling up with the situation room in Toronto. Locker, next commercial break, check your phone and see what the explanation is.
I sure will.
Really wasn't much. But enough in the officials' eyes to take that goal down for interference.
Coming up on 10 minutes.
We hear a
10
whistle
minutes.
away from the play. Just shy of the 10-minute mark.
What's the whistle?
Player on the ice
Yep.
down in need of attention. It's Yevgeny Kuznetsov.
And the training staff hustling out to the corner there to take a look at Kuzi going to the All-Star game for the 2nd time in his career. Laviolette taking a look at this play. There's a little shot by Carter there, right off his shoulder. Like he caught him just as that spot that you don't have any equipment, right off the arm there. And Jeff Carter's caught him unexpectedly was the forward Kuznetsov driving the zone. And Jeff
Get
Carter
more
got a
snow,
piece of
huh?
Athletic trainer Jason
We're not. We're getting
Service
rain.
out to 10 to Kuznetsov. Speaking of the athletic trainers, Pittsburgh's ATC, Chris Stewart. He'll be the All-Star game athletic trainer.
Yeah, congratulations. Anybody gets that nod, it's work well done throughout the National Hockey League at every level.
Kuznetsov back up under his own power and doubled over, making his way to the Washington bench. Good sign that he wants to have a seat and not make his way to the tunnel. Plenty of time left in the second period. Kuznetsov, the second leading point producer for the Caps, with points in 8 of his last 10. Locker, it's always a very physical battle between these two teams, arch rivals.
Here we go again.
Washington and Pittsburgh. There's often a lot of jawing that goes on, a lot of the verbal battling as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these teams come to compete. It's always marked in their calendars, I'm sure, when the schedule comes out. It's one of the best rivalries now in the National Hockey League. Talk about two cities, two great players always matching up against each other. You can go down the lineup. You not only match Ovi and Crosby, you have Backstrom and Malkin, you have Letang and Carlson. It goes on and on.
Kuznetsov grabbing some water at the bench, hopefully back ready for his next shift. Pittsburgh entered the NHL in 1967. The Capitals have played no other team in their history more than Pittsburgh in the regular season. Van Riemsdyk swallowed up in the corner there with Malkin. Snapshot Matheson, stopped by Samsonov.
Nice
He'll
save.
hang on. 9:46 to go in the second. Orlov and the Caps with some catching up to do. Trailing by 1 in the Steel City.
At MedStar Health, we're always prepared for what if. Like, what if you need to make a doctor's appointment, but need to see the final minutes of the game? We're here for you with convenient online scheduling at your fingertips. Or what if a mega fan is on injured reserve? We're around the corner with the region's largest urgent care and sports medicine networks. With easy access to the same high-quality care that the Capitals trust, you're always ready for what if. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
As a VJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. How about a throwback?
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
What makes the DQ $6 meal deal for real? How about the Applewood smoked bacon, plus a Coca-Cola, fries, and a sundae? All full-sized, all for just $6. Making BFFs bacon friends forever. DQ. Happy tastes good.
When you cheer on Team USA, you don't just want speed. You want that Michaela Schifrin, eat my powder, I ski faster than you drive kind of speed. You want that Wi-Fi faster than a gig to power all your devices and watch every single second of Team USA speed. You want gig speed internet from Xfinity.
Get Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig. Or start with this great Xfinity internet offer and get a Flex 4K streaming box free with Peacock Premium included to catch all of Team USA. Switch today.
Alex Ovechkin tends to do his best work this season as the games progress. He and his mates trailing by 1 on enemy ice in Pittsburgh. Locker, these Volkswagen game notes, they're focused on the grade 8.
This is why he should win the MVP of the league. Through 45 games, plus 5 in the goal scoring department, plus 11 in assists, plus 16 in points, and plus 22 turnaround when it comes to plus minus. He's at an MVP caliber year and definitely on the short list to win that trophy.
4 helpers in the first 2 meetings against Pittsburgh this season. Dowd now has won 8 of 13 draws on the night. Speaking of assists, Gensel has 3 for Pittsburgh in this affair. Jake Gensel factoring in on all 3 PPGs for Pittsburgh. Hathaway defensively will roll this. Crosby held it at the line. Back behind the cage, Orlov up close and personal. Gensel there swooping in to make the takeaway. Penalty call.
Another one already. Getting a little chippy.
The parade to the penalty box continues.
Hathaway is complaining that he thought Crosby had a hold of his stick when he got hauled down. It should be coincidental minor. It's not the case.
On the power play again for the Pens.
The Capitals will have to go to the PK against Sidney Crosby. Here's the collision along the wall with Garnett halfway, and just that little grab in the right hand. The fact that Crosby was going to have the puck offensively sends Hathaway off to the box. It could have been holding, it could have been a trip. He goes off. He didn't like the call, but probably when you look at it, it was the fact that there was daylight for Crosby on his way to the cage.
Critical penalty kill now for Washington. Look at the numbers, powered by Hydro.
3 for 4 tonight on the
Bottom of
penalty
the
kill.
screen. Plenty of productivity for Pittsburgh. All of their offense in this game via the power play. 9 minutes left.
25% success rate for Washington.
Malkin will carry the mail
against Pittsburgh tonight on the penalty.
Send it in on the speed exchange for Gensel. He fires.
That's a quick shot.
Samsonov had the angle.
Tried to get him cheating just a little bit, thinking that he wasn't going to shoot, but he elected to call his own number. Looking for his 4th point of the night was Gensel.
Malkin working out some space through the alleyway there for a slap pass from Crosby that went off of Gensel and wide. Letang fires. That just missed. That was a missile. Loose puck batted out of the air by Russ. Malkin shimmies past Eller. Evgeny Malkin waiting for a lane to open. He gets to Crosby. That snap shot from Russ was blocked and cleared by Tom Wilson.
Man,
that's a big clear. They needed that.
Against the Caps tonight. Turnover there by the.
And they turn it over. Pittsburgh turns it over. Washington had a chance for a shorthander. Again.
The Caps were yelling maybe for a little hook on the hand of Eller. Did not get it on his attack of the net.
Capitals already have a shorthanded goal tonight. It was the first of the game from McDevitt. Crosby from glove to stick. Sidney Crosby finds Malkin. Move it topside for Letang. 38 seconds in the main advantage. Letang settles. Scoops it over Dowd's blade. Crosby getting some ground for Gensel. The pass for Letang gets away, and Dowd will march after it. Jari out of his crease to play.
That was a perfect example of why their power plays are great, both the Capitals and the Pittsburgh Penguins when they're on fire. I mean, the Caps haven't been great, but when they are, it's a half-wall control. It's Crosby for the Penguins, it's Backstrom for the Caps when their power plays are humming.
7 seconds in the sin bin for Hathaway. Long drive, knocked down in front. Carter didn't get the handle on it, and Dowd scoops it away. Penalty killing success for Washington at just the right time. Keeping this a 3-2 game.
Full strength.
The lead goal from Rust in the second period. A power play strike just past the 4:40 mark. Away come the Caps. A lead for Backstrom that was out of his grasp. It's offside here against Pittsburgh.
Short had a chance for the Washington Capitals here to tie it up. Here's Jari's pass up the wall, hit the linesman or referee and his defenseman. Then Wilson finds Eller breaking behind the D, getting a step on Malkin.
What's up, sir? Welcome in.
Here, watch Wilson, little soft, beautiful shot. And there's that little shot of the hand there that I thought should have been called. They've been so ticky-tacky in this game, and that's what Eller's asking him about. You've called everything so tight all game. How about that hit to the hand on a clear chance on a beautiful pass from Wilson?
32-year-old native of Denmark, Lars Eller, in his 6th full season with Washington. 7 tallies, all of them at even strength. That's where we are right now. Centering feed came on through. It'll deflect out of play. The faceoff will stay at the offensive end.
Way to go, Martin. Get involved. Trying to tie this game up. A good net drag by the defenseman. Skating hard to the net, trying to get that pass out of the corner. It looked like a ricochet off him. And a good opportunity. Here the Capitals work hard to keep it in deep. Ovi down to Backstrom. And then he just throws it out across the paint to Faravari, who came in from the right point. Real good opportunity. Didn't get the bounce they were looking for.
Faravari, who had a beautiful shorthanded goal against Pittsburgh back in D.C.
6:40 on the clock. 6:40.
Aston Reese along the boards, forced back by Nicholas Backstrom, who's tied up with Boyle, a mountain of a man.
You're tied up with Boyle if you're within a 10-foot radius.
6'6" of them. Samsonov will melt this. 6:27 to go.
Yep, there's Boyle. They brought him back in. You mentioned the size. Decent numbers. Has 5 goals already. A first-rounder for the Los Angeles Kings way back in the early 2000s. He's closing in on 850 games and playing for his 7th team. Masterton Trophy winner, fighting and battling through his cancer.
Boyle can play, no doubt.
Locker, I had him for 8 teams.
You have him for 8 teams?
Face off deep in the Capitals' hands.
Suitcase.
You got it, buddy.
I was going to ask, I know you played for, what, 4 NHL teams?
Yes.
Double that for Brian Boyle. As McGinn looks opposite of Connor Sherry. Sherry always seems to produce against his former mates. Ovechkin barreling down the wing, forced to the boards. Ovechkin feeds. There's Sherry opening up. Sweeping one towards the net that was blocked by Matheson. Long way from the cage. Faravari on the exchange with Carlson. John shuffles it down low.
And they want to keep it going because their D just got the stick from the forward. Now they have a chance. Aston Reese have to give it to the defender. Now they're playing down a hockey stick. That's why the Caps want to keep up the heat.
Matheson lost his twig. Ovechkin working outside. They feed for a Barry drive that goes wide. Carter protecting it and clearing through center. With 5:40 separating us from Integrate Intermission Live with the NHL on NBC Sports Washington. Joe and Craig with you from our DC studios. A shout out of thanks to all the men and women helping out both here and in Pittsburgh tonight. Eller drifting away from Matheson. Nice pass for Snyder.
Oh, out front.
Trickles to the doorstep. All cleaned up. Matheson lost his footing. Recovers in time.
And Eller got a stick to the high.
Yeah, he's screaming at the ref.
The referee. The second time that no penalty called on the Eller infraction by the Penguins down low, and he is steaming. The Big Dane is quite upset.
Garrett Rank and Kevin Pollock, the referees are getting an earful. Gensel 2-on-2. Beautiful
nice save.
Better save by Samsonov as he snuffed out Crosby.
Yeah, that's a fabulous stop.
Gensel at the turnover stop. Rebound at the doorstep. And it's paddled away.
Man, Pittsburgh had some chances there.
McMichael waiting for gravity to take over. Pedersen puts it on the boards. 4:40 left in the second. Roaring in. Rust settles and fires. Broken up by Van Riemsdyk.
And that tackle in front on Crosby, I would have thought deemed a penalty. All of a sudden, they were calling it by the book. Now they let it go. Thank goodness they let the Caps get away with the battle in front of the net.
Wilson end-to-end leads to McMichael. McMichael pressed to the boards by Pedersen. Rust pouncing on it for Pittsburgh. He'll work through center.
Clears it away.
Chase, Jensen crossed over to make the play. Wilson winding it up back through center. Feeds. Give and go on the exchange. Kuznetsov denied. Jari and Pedersen there at the post.
Nice takeaway by the Sens.
Made the big save because he slid at the proper time for to see Kuznetsov to have only one chance, which was trying to go upstairs.
McGinn on the change of pace. Kapanen was crunched by Wilson. 5-on-5 play continues. We leak below 4 minutes to go. In this middle stanza, big shots on goal advantage for Pittsburgh. They lead only by 1, where it matters most.
And the fans are really getting into this.
Hey,
now.
Julie
What a
Young.
Rivalry really kicking into high gear.
Absolutely. All fans are welcome here, Julie.
Kapanen zooms into the zone, plays it to the corner. McGinn will reverse it. Around the horseshoe all the way for Boyle. Towards the cage, blocked down by Hathaway. With 3:20 to go in the second. Scooped in by Kuznetsov. Jari leads for the turning Matheson. He's been out there forever. Along the boards, the Caps will switch sides on the attack for Carlson towards the cage.
Oh,
Pavlik,
nice hit.
Measured by Letang. Knocked him down. Boyle reversing his speed.
Under 3 minutes. Under 3.
Through center comes 37-year-old Brian Bullock on the drop. Snapshot fire. That's a headhunter from Aston Reese over top of Samsonov. Ilya Samsonov on in relief of Vitek Vanacek. Vanacek started, faced 2 shots. Kapanen ran him over in the crease. And shortly thereafter, Vitek left. As this is offside against Washington.
Washington. 2:36 in the
for the
second.
final 2:36 of period 2.
Hit that subscribe if you are new tonight. Help us out.
Steel Town. Samsonov, a smart save.
This is Elodia. She's a recording artist, one of 10 million people that Comcast has connected to affordable internet in the last 10 years. And this is Emmanuel, a future recording artist, and one of the millions of students we're connecting throughout the next 10. Through Project Up, Comcast is committing $1 billion so millions more students, past and present, can continue to get the tools they need to build a future of unlimited possibilities.
The Popeyes Big Box is back, and it is big. Our juicy signature chicken or crispy tenders, 2 regular sides, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $6? We're gonna need a bigger box.
At VisionWorks, we want you to feel safe, and we want you to see yourself in your new glasses and think, ooh. But if you get home and your ooh is more of a you have 100 days to change your mind. That's the VisionWorks difference. VisionWorks. See the difference.
With Farmers Auto multi-policy discount, the more policies you have with us, the more you can save on your auto insurance.
Hey, hon.
Hi, honey.
Like what?
Well, you get a discount for insuring your jet skis and boat. RV, life, home, and more. You can save up to 45%.
That's a whole lot of discounts.
Well, we offer coverage for a whole lot of things, and you can save a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. 17-car garage you got there?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Big crowd enjoying the Penguins and the Capitals this Tuesday night inside of PPG Paints Arena. The home team has the lead by 1. Locker, earlier we asked PenFed Trivia with Sydney knocking on the door of 500. Which 3 players did record their 500th career goal against the Caps?
You got Gartner.
Yes.
That's correct. You got Andrechuk, which I think is correct. And
Yes.
I've got Dion because I was on the ice back in the 80s when he scored coming into town. There
Look
it
at
is, in
you.
82. I remember that game. I remember his goal. I was sitting right there. I think I was either on the ice or sitting on the bench. He came down the right wing and blasted it, and it went off the blocker and past Jensen.
My incorrect guesses were going to be Mike Bossy or Ron Francis. Tough question. Through center, Sherry operating for Washington.
Oh!
The backhand Kuznetsov blocked off by Jari. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in period 2. Walking through center, it's Rust on the exchange with Crosby. Crosby delays that centering pass, snared by Sherry. 2-on-2 and back through center on the crisscross, it's Ovechkin. Ovechkin, beautiful toe drag to the forehand. Stonewall by Jari.
Wow, it's fantastic. A jockstrapper against Chris Letang, and just
Great-
doesn't make it
great
go
goalie
at the
play
end.
there.
Got past one of their best defensemen and just couldn't tie it up. What a move by Ovi.
Ovechkin went with a delicate little flick shot there instead of pounding it. Gorgeous moves on his way to the goal. Rodriguez for Zohorna. Zohorna looking to Carter with 1:25 left in the period. Ruedel sends it down low. Rodriguez from skate to stick. Feeds. Carter fires. That's blocked, and it's in the netting for a whistle.
That was a spectacular play by the captain. As a defenseman, you're so worried about the shot right there. You can see him pull up a little bit. As soon as he sees Letang pull up, he does the curl and drag jockstrapper. There it is. And around him, and then tries to go short side, like you said, Joe. And Jari just stayed with him long enough. An MVP move against the Norris Trophy type defenseman and Chris Letang.
Yes.
Spectacular one-on-one play.
1:17 in the period.
Replay look showed you
Puck currently
really
down
why
in
Ovechkin went by short
Washington's
side
end.
because Dumoulin wouldn't let
Pittsburgh
him come
has
through
control.
any further to his forehand as Samsonov
Save.
will squeeze.
And I still think this game is 3-3. And here's an explanation why Nick Dowd's goal was disallowed earlier in the game. Nick Dowd had significant presence in the crease, which impaired goaltender Tristan Jari's ability to play his position prior to the goal. The decision was made in accordance to Rule 69.1. Goals should be disallowed if an attacking player, either by his positioning or by contact, impairs the goalie's ability to move freely within his crease or defend his goal.
So in other words, if he's 3 inches further out in the white paint, he's fine. There wasn't contact
I think
there.
he was outside.
But there,
I don't lie that he
there
was
was
in the
no
crease.
contact there.
Correct.
They are saying by positioning, he's hampering him from doing the job because he's in the paint. Okay. I guess. In the McNugget minute of the second.
Under a minute. Under a minute.
Wait for something to come out at the end.
Convinced. I'm not convinced.
Neither, for
Malkin
sure.
working to the corner with Carlson. As Sprong plays down the dasher, Ruedel turns. Sprong knifing.
Nice drive and a Caps goal. Wow, what a move right there. Wow. 3-3 game now. That was an incredible move. The Pittsburgh goalie has been ridiculously good.
1.3 to go. And what a
Just
play
got it
right
by
here.
him.
There was going to be a penalty called right there at the end, and he goes top shelf, and there's a big collision. And Sprong
Wow,
knocked down his own teammate.
Mass
Tom Wilson.
destruction
Look at the
afterward.
power, getting around
Bodies
O'Reilly,
everywhere.
taking it hard to the net. That is playing with courage in the National Hockey League. A lot of guys are going to veer off. This is going straight to the net, playing with reckless abandon, and he puts it top shelf. What a goal by
41
Van.
seconds of the period left.
19:18, time of the tally, his 8th of the season. Every single goal that Sprong has scored as a member of the Washington Capitals has come at even strength. All 21 of them. Final 25 seconds in period 2. The Capitals serving their hungry fans in the McNugget Minute. As Dumoulin backtracks, gets there double quick against Dowd. A 3-3 hockey game. Carter's pass for Zohorna. 6 seconds left. Dumoulin out wide, Carter closing. The snapshot answered by Samsonov, and that will do
All right,
it.
that'll end the period. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe so you can come back to us. We're going to let you listen into the intermission. We'll be right back after the intermission here on the channel. Intermission 2 on the channel.
Caps scoring in the last minute of the second, so you'll get a free 6-piece McNugget with a minimum $1 purchase on the McDonald's app tomorrow at participating McDonald's. It has been an action-packed game, back and forth. Special teams very much in order, and through 40 minutes, deadlocked at 3 apiece. Alex Ovechkin feeling better about himself and his mates. The Caps and the Pens are tied up at 3. Integrate Intermission Live. From one studio to the next, Alexa Landistor and Alan May.
Integrate Intermission Live.
A beauty from Daniel Sprong, and we are all tied up again at the end of 2. That's Alan May. I'm Alexa Landistor. This is Capitals Integrate Intermission Live. We still got to talk about that nicked out goal that got replayed, so we're going to get right in to our Geico highlights because it's what everyone's talking about. But first, we got to take a look. The Pittsburgh Penguins get a power play opportunity early in this period. Gensel gets it over to Crosby. And Russ finishes this one, but out a little tic-tac-toe for the Pens, getting it by Samsonov.
And look how low they all converge on the net. They're all right down at the net. Each post within a stick length, and I still think that was Crosby's goal. Russ pats it in a couple of millimeters in.
This was the one. Jensen gets it over to halfway from the point. Nick Dowd with a deflection. And then it's the coach's review. It determined goalie interference. I don't see any of it. What do you see here, Alan?
Well, they said it was significant goaltender interference, so 2 millimeters is significant. Wow. So I'm surprised it went that way, but they called it, and the Caps have to find a way to fight it back.
Well, you know what I always say, the puck don't lie. So back come the Washington Capitals, thanks to Daniel Sprong late in the period. He takes this one himself down the ice to tie this one up at 3 apiece at the end of the period.
And the Capitals' first 5-on-5 goal of this game for either team, and Sprong with just the Caps' 8th shot 5-on-5. So the Capitals desperately needed that. Some great momentum to go into the third period, but the way to finish the way they did.
Yeah, all special teams before that Daniel Sprong goal, but also Ilya Samsonov continues to look good. As we mentioned after the first period, Vitek Vanacek would not return to this game.
No, it's 32 saves so far for Samsonov, and it's been a lot of high danger. You look at the Penguins, they skate in straight lines, they shoot, there's always traffic at the net, and he's been under siege the entire game.
What a game it has been so far. The Capitals tie things up late in the period as they head into the third, looking to get it done on the road in Pittsburgh to begin the month of February. We're going to hear from Carl Hagelin just after the break.
It's your ultimate snowball fighter. It's your frostbite fixer. It's your all-wheel drive enabler, roadless travel, challenge accepted, winter warrior. The all-wheel drive capable Hyundai Palisade, Tucson, and Santa Fe. It's your journey. Own it. Now lease the Tucson or Santa Fe for $229 a month, or get up to $500 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Washington is talking about price setting some medicines, but it won't stop insurers from shifting costs to you. It will risk access to medicines and future cures. Come on, Congress, that's a dead end. Instead, Congress should protect patients like you. Let's cap your out-of-pocket costs. Let's stop middlemen from pocketing your discounts. Let's make insurance work the way it's supposed to, for you. Tell Congress government price setting won't take us in the right direction. Paid for by Pharma.
It's still the Eat Fresh Refresh, and Subway's refreshing everything. Like the new honey mustard rotisserie style chicken. It's sweet, it's tangy, it's tender, it never misses.
You could say it's a Steph Curry footlong.
You could, but I'm not gonna. Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing and
Everyone's a winner at MGM National Harbor with our 3-team parlay of food, drinks, and sports. Find out more about our immersive sports experience at mgmnationalharbor.com. It's guaranteed to be monumental.
That's safe! That's safe! That's
I'm sorry, every time I use the Sportsbook app, I earn
Hey,
Caesars
Cheryl,
rewards.
welcome in.
Every time I play, I get reward credits, I get tier credits. I'm almost a 7 stars member. And I can redeem reward credits for sports tickets to see my favorite team. Hope that answers your question. Like a Caesar! Did you ask him a question?
No.
You get more for your money at Thompson Creek. It's our Save Now, Save Later sale. Buy one window, get one 40% off, plus no interest until 2023.
We do it all. Design, build, and install.
Which means no supply chain delays like other dealers. So you not only get your windows faster,
but you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows.
At an affordable price.
Direct from our local factory.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Call now to save 40%.
Call 855-57-CREEK.
Burke and Herbert Bank says bigger banks aren't better. Better is better. Our commercial banking? Better. We customize credit and digital solutions for your business. And our service? Better. Our commercial bankers become trusted partners and help you make smarter decisions. For personal banking, you'll feel welcome, like friends and neighbors. Smarter and friendlier is, you got it, better. Switch to Burke and Herbert Bank, at your service since 1852. It's better here.
We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you, pay you on the spot, and pick up your car. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
Welcome back to Capitals Integrate Intermission Live. Let's take a look at our accurate game stats. In that second period, the Pittsburgh Penguins 23 shots on goal to the Capitals 7. And as we mentioned now in that first block, special teams, a huge part of this one, 5 power play opportunities for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, 5 power plays, and you look at what Pittsburgh's been able to do out there. They've got 13 of their shots on the power play so far in this game. And the Caps a little better effort near the end of this one, but you've got to stay out of the penalty box.
The guy who's a big part of the PK, Carl Hagelin, and a few moments ago, he caught up with Joe Beninati.
Carl, by how much are the team's spirits lifted when you score late in a period like that?
I think a lot. Obviously, that period didn't go our way. Took way too many penalties, and they're going to score. So now it's a 3-3 game going into the third. Great opportunity for us.
Carl, you're an important part of the penalty-killing unit. What's necessary to try and neutralize what it is that Pittsburgh does so well when they're man up?
Well, first of all, I think we got to get the puck out. Every time I have a chance to clear it, we got to make good clears, because once they keep it in, they start moving around, and it's a tough PP to defend. So let's start there.
Tell the guys to stay out of the box. Thanks for doing this with us.
That's a plan. Thanks.
Great message there from Joe B. And always great when these two teams meet. We're all tied up heading into the third period. The Capitals looking to finish this one off. We'll get it back to Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin just after this.
Let's fired. It's a hat trick for TJ Oshie. Let's go. He's looking to add to it. What a beautiful goal. Matthew, good shot with his shoulder. It's got to be dislocated to make that save.
Into the 9 here in Seattle.
The face-off, he scores! Around the crown!
That's the feet move there. The edge work is outstanding. Nick Mueller just spins his way and comes towards the middle. He scores! It's going down right now.
What do you want from your sportsbook? The best odds? Daily personalized promotions? Same game parlays you can boost for even more? How about a faster app with easier withdrawals and complete security? Sounds like you don't want to just bet. You want to live your bet life. Welcome to PointsBet. New customers get risk-free bets up to $2,000.
The best part about doing things yourself? It's free. Like doing your own taxes with H&R Block Free Online, where more people can file free than with TurboTax. Help is here.
Brown's Car Stores makes reserving a new vehicle easy. Whether online, by phone, or in person, you get to reserve your way. Plus, at Brown's, we'll give you even more for your trade. Visit brownscar.com to get started. Buy happy.
Here we go. All the best in sports. He's gone! Yeah, you've got it.
He's gone! Time to celebrate.
All your favorite teams? Just find your squads and we'll do the recording for you, so you never have to sweat.
Oh, this is going to be a big night.
All the biggest games, we found them for you. Just tune to Channel 205.
What a catch!
Can't stay home? Take your games with you. And the most live sports in 4K HDR, including the most NBA games in 4K.
Unbelievable!
DirecTV, we do sports.
With NHL Center Ice, you can follow your favorite teams and players, no matter where you live. You'll get up to 40 out-of-market games a week, putting you in control of the matchups you watch every night of the season. Watch McDevitt on Wednesday, Matthews on Thursday, McKinnon on Friday.
We're your home of the Wizards. We mean we've got NBA experts like Justin and Drew, who call the game like you're watching courtside. Joined by Wes and Chris, breaking down the action and analysis before and after the game.
It felt like not only a player's win, but a coach's win.
You won't find this anywhere else, period. Wizards 76ers. Pre-game coverage starts Wednesday at 6:30, only on NBC Sports Washington.
Really good hockey game in Pittsburgh this Tuesday night. Back and forth we go. Capitals and Penguins after 40 minutes, tied up at 3 apiece. Folks, you can build your own ticket plan with a hat trick pack. Pick any 3 games starting at only $55 per game and see the Capitals in action this year. For more info on how to purchase the hat trick pack, scan that QR code that's on the screen or visit washcaps.com/hat-trick-pack. Joe and Craig with Integrate Intermission Live continues on NBC Sports Washington. Locker, there has been a lot to like about this game. The back and forth, the interest level is high. Put on your head coaching hat, God forbid. And if so, what would you want to see happen in the third?
I'd be talking to the boys and saying defense wins this hockey game for us. They've got to really buckle down defensively. Don't get into a run-and-gun game. You know there's going to be one mistake either way that's going to cost either team. So play defense, which creates more offense, which is what Laviolette's been telling his team all season long. Stick with that model.
These two teams have been going to the penalty box a lot. And by virtue of that, the power plays have lit up the scoreboard as we check out these powerful connections presented by Xfinity.
There's been 4 overall, 3 by the Pens, 1 by the Caps. This is the Caps power play goal. Great play by Connor Sherry. It started with speed wide. It started with Orlov sneaking in, and he banks it home. No chance for Jari and net. The Pittsburgh Penguins work the power play. They work triangles down low. Gensel gets a lucky bounce. It goes to Crosby. It hits the post. And all I say for Rust is, ching-ching, he's a UFA come season end.
Oh, yeah, gonna get paid. Powerful connections that are brought to you by Comcast Business. 3-3, going to period 3, right after these words.
And it's easy to get a quote at libertymutual.com, so you only pay for what you need. Isn't that right, Limu? Limu? Sorry, 1 second. Oh, boy. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
America's most reliable network is going ultra, with Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband now in many more cities. Hey, it's Mindy! Downloading a movie up to 10 times faster than before. Whoa, is that done?
Yep.
Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
With FanDuel, you can bet $5 and win $280 cash on either team to win the Super Bowl. So,
Lady Luck.
yes, ma'am, can take a vacation.
Hey, I'm just going to check your pockets here real quick.
Oh, it's only 3 ounces.
Making the Super Bowl your luckiest day ever.
Mine too, buddy boy.
New customers can bet $5 and win $280 cash on either team to win the Super Bowl. Only on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
This buy one, get one half off, it's offensive. No regard for folks who don't have someone, those who strong-arm their way to the top, only to find they got no one to share the view with. Thank you, Stephen.
Jimmy John's, buy one, get one half off.
Oh, I think I left my card at the restaurant.
Should I turn around?
No. I'll just freeze my card with the Navy Federal Credit Union app. Can't imagine where I'd be without them.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser for a deep down hygienic clean. Magic Eraser removes the messes you see, as well as more of the dirt and grime you don't. All you do is wet, squeeze, and start erasing dirt and grime all around the house. Try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser for a deep down clean.
Volkswagen has an SUV that's the perfect match for your lifestyle. Whether it's head-turning style, room for your entire family, a turbocharged joyride, or an all-electric experience. With our SUV lineup, any choice is a smart choice. More vehicles are arriving all the time. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the joyful 2022 Taos. Limited inventory available.
Gear up at the Capitals official team stores. With locations at MedStar Capitals Iceplex, Capital One Arena, and online, you can shop the latest Caps apparel and show up on game day in style. For details on all locations, including ours, visit washcaps.com/team store.
NBC Sports Washington coverage of Capitals hockey is being brought to you by Geico. Saving you money on car insurance has been in Geico's playbook for 85 years. Visit geico.com today to see all the ways you can save. By Mercedes-Benz of Arlington. By Jiffy Lube Service Centers. Keep your car road ready and visit jiffylubedc.com for locations. And by Integrate. One team, one vision. When it comes to shot attempts in this game, Daniel Sprong and his mates trailing Pittsburgh badly, 58-28, but it's 3-3 on the scoreboard overall as we get set to start the third. Craig, this shot chart presented by Verizon focused on Evgeny Kuznetsov.
7 shot attempts here. You see 4 hit the net. You see 6 on the right side, just 1 on the left that connected. 3 up high over the top of the circle. Missed for Evgeny. But 4 shots on net. He's going to need 5 or 6 for the Caps to secure a win tonight.
Daniel Sprong from John Carlson in 1918. McNuggets for everyone tomorrow on the McDonald's app with a minimum $1 purchase as Kuznetsov limbers up for the start of the third. There's what we were talking about. Shot attempts heavily in Pittsburgh's favor.
Yep, they tilted the ice. And the Caps with that late goal, I think, can tilt it the other way. But play even Steven. Play 5-on-5 hockey and take your chances thinking defense that will lead to offense.
Alex Ovechkin has not had a point in his last 4 games, including this
All right,
one
here
tonight.
we go.
He's
What's up,
the
Cheryl?
league
Welcome
leader
in.
when it comes to goals in the third period. The table is set for the grade 8 inside of PPG paints in this 3-3 game. Russian countryman Yevgeny Malkin on the clear to McGinn. Pedersen warded away by Nick Dowd, who's played a terrific game. Dowd a shorthanded goal and an even strength tally that was overturned due to goalie interference.
He's playing a hard game, which is exactly what you need from your role players like a Nick Dowd.
To say the least, a very questionable call on the overturn.
I'm going to be questioning that the whole All-Star break.
Caps will change on the go. Jensen cooling his heels. Dennis Cholowski, Matter when the healthy scratches on D. Alexei Protas held out up front as Orlov drills that one right to the midsection of Jari. He'll cover.
Good shot by Dimitri, who collected a power play goal for this Caps team. Was showed it
nice
in the
movement down the
intermission
ice there.
on their power play. And Dimitri, nice job. We've had 5 specialty team goals here in this game. The last time that happened this season was Game 1 against the Rangers.
Blocker, the organization, mourning the passing of Mike Nicola.
Yes.
Hershey Bears all-time points leader, an AHL MVP, AHL Hall of Famer, the Big Bear. Passing recently.
Here. Our condolences to their family. I mean, he was a terrific coach, a great guy. I think he played over 900 games, didn't he, in the American Hockey League? Coached the Toronto Maple Leafs, that's where I remember him from fondly.
Early stages of the third at the NHL level. 10 other games going on the slate. Pittsburgh this season against Metro Division rivals is 6-2. Washington's done them one better, 7-2-1 against their division brethren. Sprong with that late second period tally, the equalizer in this 3-3 game. Crosby with a couple of assists, knifing to the net, right in. Samsonov made the stop.
Nice save.
On the dangerous Gensel.
And what a play it was. Sidney Crosby against the young defenseman Faravari. A dipsy-do that leads to that opportunity.
Turnover, Rust on the curl and drag. Stopped there by Faravari. Follow-up chance, Gensel missed the mark.
He's not going to miss too many of them. Buckle down
No,
here.
he's
You don't
not.
want to play
Not that
this wide
close.
open style that the Penguins can get you to play. You want to play tough defense. 5 guys in each zone is the only way to win this game.
Team togetherness. Backstrom shovels it. Connected.
Yep.
From the angle, that's off the outside of the goal. Nearing the 2-minute mark of the third. Schultz fires, that's broken up. Carter the other way. Jeff Carter hits the brakes, looks for the trailer. Rodriguez, neat move. Good back check by Sprong, though. Badgered him all the way to the net.
That was
And got cleared.
fantastic. You nailed it, Joe. That's a great back check by Daniel. Utilizing his speeder, Rodriguez is walking up the gut with a wide open shot.
Closing, Zach Aston, Reese fires. He peppered that one wide. Ilya Samsonov has been very good in this game. He didn't start it, however. Vitek Vanacek was the starter. Left the game after being run over by Kasperi Kapanen in the crease.
And then allowed the power play goal, and that was his night.
Just shy of the 3-minute mark in the third. Long wrister, vacuumed up by Samsonov.
Great opportunities
Nice
for the Penguins to start this third period. The first one was off the stick of Gensel. Here's Crosby getting to the inside on Faravari, and Gensel's not going to miss too many of them as he tries to go upstairs. That is a pinpoint accurate pass by their captain, and what a stop preventing that puck from getting through. This is another opportunity by Russ trying to get his way around Faravari, and there's Gensel again trying to elevate that puck top shelf. Just shot that one wide.
Gensel has 3 assists tonight. You see the Dowd numbers at the dot. Nick on the season, 51.4% effective. Gensel with 4 goals in the last 5 meetings straight up against Washington. Top of the screen, you're seeing some out-of-town scores as we get a whistle and a hand pass.
Toronto giving it to New Jersey 7-1. The Jets and the Philadelphia Flyers at 1 apiece here tonight.
Pittsburgh, they'll be at Boston a week from tonight. So that's the All-Star break for the Penguins after this one this evening. The Capitals playing host to Edmonton tomorrow. The Oilers with their feet up, you would presume, watching this one. Jensen skitters to the outside. And at the line, whistle down.
Best odds. Same game parlays you can boost for even more. You want to live your bet life. New customers get risk-free bets up to $2,000.
Garnet Hathaway and the Capitals in Pittsburgh this time around. It was Nick Dowd who started the scoring shorthanded. Malkin and Rust on the power play made it 2-1. Orlov on the power play tallying 2-2 after 20. Rust and Sprong exchanging markers in the second. That's where we are at 3, even in the third. Gensel lassoed by Jensen. Off to the corner. Orloff a step ahead of Crosby there. And he'll plop it back onto the Pittsburgh side of center. Letang chasing it down. How about the month of January for Letang? This is icing against Pittsburgh. 20 points in a single month for Letang. Last Penguin D to do that, Paul Coffey, 1990.
Pretty good company there. And Chris Letang, one of the guys that's up as a UFA. The three guys that they're looking to re-sign is Malkin, Rust, and Letang. They would love to sign all three of them. I just don't know if they can fit them under the cap. And Letang's had a tremendous career. He's right up there in points. No other defenseman in the history of the Penguins has done what he has done through games, points, and all the stuff that he brings to the table.
We began the night talking about the spark plugs, Carlson and Letang, to their respective teams' offenses. John Carlson now a point away from passing Dale Hunter on the all-time point-scoring list for Washington. Crosby motors back through center on the overlap with Gensel. Gensel's return was deflected by Carlson. Approaching the 4-minute mark in period 3, Hagelin turns through center. Play it out there wide for a weak wrister. No trouble for Jari. As Hathaway was trying to jimmy that loose, there's a whistle.
And he takes with him Dumoulin and his stick after he tries to jam that one on the glove of Jari. He's taking a look at Hathaway and shaking his head. He says, come on, man, I had the puck. But he's going to play right to the whistle, tries to jam it under his glove. Here's the shot by Hathaway. Here's the puck coming off, and here comes Hathaway. The second stick comes in. Dowd got the first one, Hathaway the second, and Dumoulin's hockey sticks in his hand. Jari not too pleased.
Hathaway scored in the first meeting between these two. Washington bludgeoning Pittsburgh at home 6-1. The Pens would respond about a month later, doubled up the Caps 4-2. So the DC portion of the regular season schedule is complete. Washington's back in here on April 9th.
Well, they had a good run, right? Haven't they played the previous 6 games up to this point, all at home? And now they're playing the Penguins the last couple.
Long wrister, angled to the corner. Even in full strength. Sherry forced back by Rodriguez. Marino is in there to help. Zohorna ties up Carlson. Ovechkin didn't get it out. Kuznetsov comes back. Evgeny on the reverse for Sherry. Finding it at his feet. Still trouble getting it out. A patented Pittsburgh forecheck right there. Ovechkin through center.
Now, it depends on when they come up. I'm not doing anything right now, Dave. I got all Olympic hockey coming up.
As Washington wants the line
maybe
change,
after the break. It just depends on what the good matchups are.
Malkin
and the times that I can do it.
Didn't spring Kapanen.
I don't not do a team, or I don't do a team on purpose.
Outlet. Sprong with speed,
for any reason.
3-on-3. Sprong throwing some snow, hits the trailer. Wilson right up the gut, forced away by Kapanen. Malkin will advance. This is chipped back behind the Washington goal. Tom Wilson among the top 5 point producers for the Caps this season. Sprong on the move. Sprong's dropped to nobody in particular. Malkin right there in his tracks.
Yeah.
No
it's all
Anthony
about
Anthem, no
matchup.
TJ Oshie tonight. 2-on-1 rush closing. Curling back pass blocked away by Van Riemsdyk. Rushed again as he was cleaned out. Just missed the top corner.
Yeah, cleaned out by Tom Wilson. The Caps ran into each other. That led to that 2-on-1.
Crosby in a timing play. Snowplow. Samsonov made the save. Caps still don't get it out. Gensel towards the goal. Deflected by Crosby over top of the net. Samsonov does not have his goalie stick.
This is called a relentless Pittsburgh forecheck.
Crosby stopping and starting. Feeds for the one-timer. Without the stick, Samsonov made the pad save. Wilson strolls back through center and will get his boys a breather.
Wow.
We just crossed the 6-minute mark of the third in the 3-3 game. Letang snaking his way through center, skips it wide of the net. Carlson, a couple of chances to clear, connecting with McMichael. McMichael turns on the Jets, gets wide. Flicks one to the front, punched down by Jari. Simone left it through for Aston Reese. Carlson was nearby. Pittsburgh will have to work back out of its own end.
The last 3 games, they haven't looked fast, but as Pittsburgh looked fast tonight.
Carlson slapper didn't get
Yeah, they
through.
both look really
Barzell
fast
chased
tonight.
down through neutral. Jensen will boomerang this one in from center. Pedersen on the job for the Pens. A 3-3 game, almost 7 minutes clear in the third. All the goals in the first 40 minutes. Eller casually will leave this for Jensen. 31-year-old native of Minnesota plays it out there wide. On through Sherry, who motors after Pedersen. Nice look for Zohorna. On the headman, just out of reach there for Rodriguez, who will skate onto it. Leave it back behind the goal. 5-on-5 play continues. Sherry spots Ovechkin, little bump set to Orlov. Dimitri gains the zone. Ovechkin back for Orlov, a backhand, blocked by Pedersen. They'll cycle out of the corner. Up top, Van Riemsdyk. Good puck movement here. Ovechkin knocked down before he could deliver that shot by Rodriguez.
Got it cleared.
Yeah, that was good coverage by Rodriguez, making sure he covered that high slot where Ovi was hanging out.
Orlov maneuvers through center. Dimitri has a power play goal tonight. Matheson feeds for Ruedel. He'll lift this back onto the Washington side of the table. 8 minutes down in the third. Gensel taking the boards away with Rust. Neutralized there by Carlson. Matheson chipped it down low. Dowd was waiting, and away comes Washington. Hathaway 3-on-3. Carlson cross rink. The back checking Gensel's there. Throws a little timing play out for Crosby. Samsonov beat him to the punch.
Yeah, good hustle there.
That was
by
nice.
Karavari, too. Neck and neck with Sidney trying to get that loose biscuit.
Down on the drop, Hagelin winds, fakes, then fires. That hit traffic in front of Jari.
Man,
And
this
then
is
we go.
intense.
Relatively few whistles here in the third. Peter Laviolette changing up on the go. Jensen and Schultzen back. Nick Jensen for Justin Schultz. On the headman, he'll clear it in. Back in the day, Schultz one had an 18-point month for Pittsburgh. We were looking at Letang's numbers in January. Schultz had 18 points when he was a Penguin in December of 16. Kapanen towards the front. Look out. That came right through.
Referee got smacked with that one.
The lines we've seen the last period and a half here. Sprong now with Wilson and Backstrom, and Connor Sherry gets the top line with Kuznetsov and Ovechkin. So Spronger moved up and elevated. A lot had to do with the speed he possessed on that last goal at the end of the second period.
Zach Aston Reese's pass knocked down out of the air. Orlov plays it on. Eller continues the thrust with McMichael. To the backboards, he'll go with Pedersen. Marino there for Pittsburgh. To the corner, Eller flashing in. Spins one towards the cage. That was rejected by Pedersen. He'll put it off the glass and back through center. Snively's played sparingly, 91 in the white. He's there at the top of the forecheck now. Herndon, Virginia native. McMichael feigned on his bid. Back comes Dominic Simone. Simone getting wide. Van Riemsdyk took care of him.
And they haven't played him too much either. The fourth line has mostly been specialty teams with Boyle getting some penalty killing time, but not seen a whole lot of ice 5-on-5.
Matheson charging out of his own end. Plays it on the wing for Rodriguez. He'll scoop it back behind Samsonov's net. On the boards, it's Ovechkin. Alex had a beautiful move tail into the second period. Denied by Jari's blocker. Through center comes Kuznetsov. Breezing out wide. Centering pass. Just deflected as Sherry was driving hard to the cage.
That was well timed, too, all around the pass, and Connor going hard to that outside post.
9:20 left in the third period. Maybe over in about 9:20 the way we're going. Ovechkin from
Nice
deep right
save.
to the chest protector of Jari, and he'll hold on. We'll step away. Get you back to PPG Paints Arena in just a few moments. Alex Ovechkin keeps firing away.
How have those fries you've been craving? I'm hot and I'm steamy, and oh man, do I smell delicious. I'm calling your name. Oh, Doug. Doug.
And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, paying for these repairs may be tough to swallow.
Get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem for a whole lot less.
The Google Pixel 6. For Serbian fans who became Nuggets fans, Heat fans who want to get rid of photobound fans. There you go. There are so many ways to love the NBA, and the Pixel 6 is built for all of them.
With a full range of BMW X vehicles available, no matter what adventure lies around the corner, there's an X for that. Hurry in to lease a 2022 BMW X3 X-Drive 30i for $539 a month.
I need you to see.
To all the kisses that led to this one. Celebrate every kiss with K.
Blocker just enough time for the BMW Ultimate Moment.
And it's all about speed. Daniel Sprong picks it up at about 12, but watch him accelerate, and Ruido blew a wheel because of that and put it top corner. Hockey players are anywhere from 18 to about 25. Maybe Connor McDevitt could do that tomorrow night. The average speed skater in the Olympics, for example, Joe, skated about 30 miles an hour. That was an explosive stride, as smooth as they come, which blew the D off kilter.
That information brought to you by NHL Edge Technology. Jari covers up the BMW Ultimate Moment, presented by your Washington, D.C. BMW Centers.
This is the game I thought it was going to be. You know, take away the first 40 minutes, and this is the style I expected. Up and down the ice, play a very disciplined style, and that's what we're seeing here in the third.
This night began with 5 straight special teams goals. A shorty by Washington, then 4 power plays between the two teams, equaling the 5 special teams markers from way back on opening night when the Caps played the Rangers. 8:50 left in regulation. So many of these Capitals and Penguins games have gone beyond 60 minutes. That's when it really turns ugly for Washington faithful. So let's hope the Caps do the job in the next 8:38. Sprong on the drop, looking for Backstrom. He was unsuspected. Crosby takes it, looks for Gensel on the drop. Pirouette move there from Marino, who bounces back up. Letang shovels for Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen pinched along the boards by Schultz. Kapanen darting out of the corner, nice pass. Swing and a miss there from Marino. He fanned on the snapshot. Montreal native Chris Letang. Uncontested through center, sends it right to Samsonov. With 8 minutes to go in the third, this puck is off of the ring for a whistle. Another TV timeout required. Back for more in the third on NBC Sports Washington.
Friends, family, and sports betting. Next question.
Caesar, why the Mannings? Why now?
All the Mannings are Caesars. Even Cooper. He's my favorite. So I can get Archie some glasses. We're all Caesars.
Are these glasses solid gold?
Is there another kind of gold that I don't know about?
I like the way these feel.
Next question.
Does love conquer all?
Love always wins.
All right, baby?
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, press corps. Time to bounce. Who's hungry?
Care. It has the power to change the way we see things. It inspires us to go further. It has our back and goes out of its way to help. When you start with Care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist, born to care.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the trucks of the future for everyone. Ford Ranger, F-150, and Super Duty. With available drive modes, they're built to get through any environment, because the trucks of the future are built for America. Ford trucks. Drive one today. Check out our lineup of built Ford tough trucks at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer today.
The next goal Alex Ovechkin scores will be his 30th on the season, something he's done, it will be, 16 times. 3-3 hockey game down the stretch in Pittsburgh. Burke and Herbert Bank once again donating $100 for every Caps goal scored to a deserving local nonprofit organization. This season, that's Grand Involved in Fairfax, Virginia. Folks have been tremendously patient as in-person volunteering is ramping up. We invite you to get involved with Grand Involved. Nick Dowd to take this draw, lined up opposite of Evgeny Malkin. Growing late in the third period, 7:59 left in the frame of a 3-3 game. Last man on the board was Daniel Sprong in the McNugget minute of the second, tying things up against Tristan Jarry. See Hagelin right in the face of Ruedel. Dowd chips it on back. Orlov moves it through Hagelin. Forced back through center. It's Malkin scaling one in. And this is going to be icing against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he was throwing that puck in
Crowd
his face
doesn't like
to get Kapanen to field it up the ice and look for an opportunity.
Linesmen are
Crowd
instructed
doesn't
to make
like it
their
at all.
decision when the players get to the dot. It looked like Kapanen was going to win that race after the dot, but at the dot, it was Washington ahead.
Yeah, and that's why Sullivan's giving it to him. He thought he agreed with the rule, but didn't agree with the call. He thought Kapanen was going to win, but you nailed it, Joe. It's at the dot. He was ahead of him after the dot, but then the call's already made. You nailed it.
7:24 to play in period 3. Ruedel back on it. And around the wall and out. Samsonov with words of instruction for Farivari on the clear. Two teams at even and full strength. A game that's featured 4 power play goals, 3 of them for Pittsburgh. Kuznetsov fires, and that's gloved by Jarry.
That was tricky by Kuznetsov.
This one's going to go down to the last
shot.
minute, and I can already see it.
Through the 5-hole.
Caps fans, Xfinity
Hey, go Caps.
Mobile
Welcome back
delivers
in.
fast, nationwide 5G on the most reliable network. Save on your wireless bill with Xfinity Mobile. Down the stretch we go, final 7 minutes. Joe and Craig with you from our NBC Sports Washington studios. A tip of the cap to all those involved here and in Pittsburgh, where the Caps are tonight. They'll make their way home quickly to tangle with the Edmonton Oilers tomorrow, a game you can see on national TV. As Carlson takes back, leaving Aston Reese in the dust. Out wide for Ovechkin. Alex drops it off. Kuznetsov from a severe angle. Carter was with him stride for stride. Sherry emerging.
Oh, take it away.
Lost the handle. Rodriguez, who's been dangerous this season, although quiet of late.
Yeah, just a couple of helpers for Rodriguez's last 12 games. He, too, is a UFA upcoming here. Brings a lot to the lineup. I mean, he's a good utility-type player that plays third or fourth line for Sullivan.
He's their 4th leading scorer on a team that has a few big guns. Pettersson marching his way through center. A shade more than 6 minutes with which to work in the third. Rust finding Marino towards the cage. Blocked aside. Backstrom keeping tabs on Crosby. Nicholas through center, right in front of the Washington bench.
That's a fun matchup, Crosby versus Backstrom. Talk about hockey IQ. It's off the charts for those two pivots.
Yeah, I agree.
Capitals fail to get it in deep. Crosby will for Pittsburgh. Line changes of personnel for both teams. Orlov sprinkles this one down the dasher on time for Hagelin. He let it go. A pad save for Jarry. Loose there at the angle again. Another stop for Jarry getting up on Dowd. Jensen. High slot. Gets it back. Nick Jensen walking the line. Hagelin. There's Orlov. Through the seam. Jensen lets it fly. Flagged down by Jarry. And he'll cover. With Hathaway stirring it up in front of the goal, we make our way to a commercial
5 minute, 5 minute break. We'll be right back.
To come.
It's your ultimate snowball fighter. It's your frostbite fixer. It's your all-wheel drive enabler, roadless travel, challenge accepted, winter warrior. The all-wheel drive capable Hyundai Palisade, Tucson, and Santa Fe. It's your journey.
own it. Now lease the Tucson or Santa Fe for $229 a month or get up to $500 cash back. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
We know it's going to take many forms of energy to meet the world's needs while creating a cleaner future for all. At Chevron, we're lowering the carbon emissions intensity of our operations.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Olympics, Donna.
In lower carbon
Thursday morning.
And
Thursday morning, we'll get our first look
the future.
at what the
We
Olympics
work
will be.
hard to care for the homes we love, but it's only human to protect the one we share.
Honda is the most awarded brand of the last decade, loaded with safety features and rugged capabilities. So it's no wonder we're selling them faster than ever. Like the all-wheel drive 8-passenger Pilot, the adventurous all-wheel drive Passport, or the versatile HR-V crossover. Don't wait. Act fast and reserve your Honda today. New models are arriving daily. See your local Honda dealer.
What a game it has been so far. Make sure to stay up after the game, post-game live. We're going to be breaking this one down, plus have another midseason award to hand out. But all tied up here late in the third round. What do the Capitals need to do to close this one out?
Just continue to control the pace of the game. They've gone into more of a defensive shell, limiting the odd man rushes for the Penguins. Just ride it out here and only take necessary risks.
Always a great matchup with Ovi and Crosby meet. Joe, we'll get it back over to you.
Guys, thank you. Looking forward to your thoughts, as well as those of Al Koken with Caps Postgame Live, presented by your DC area Acura dealers. That will follow the conclusion of Washington and Pittsburgh, meeting number 239 all time. A 3-3 hockey game. All the scoring done in the first 40 minutes. Caps the last team on the board. Pittsburgh threatening again. Aston Reese for Rodriguez on a sneak attack.
Caps are having trouble clearing it.
Ferravari as the Capitals clear. 4:43 to go. John Carlson labors back in his own zone. Ferravari with his head up. Maneuvers around Russ. Getting help from Jensen just off the bench. He'll sky that one in from 89 feet. On the backboard, Dumoulin. Native of Biddeford, Maine.
And good buddies with Hathaway, grew up playing minor hockey together.
Dowd with one hand on his
Thank
stick.
you, Jesse.
Rolls it on back. Long wrister from Jensen. Ricochets out of play, and we hear a whistle.
Oh, another commercial.
With access to over 85,000 ATMs, checking, and online savings, PenFed offers convenience and great rates for those in uniform and those who are not.
PenFed's got great rates for everyone.
Garnet Hathaway and the Capitals inside of PPG Paints Arena. Crosby and Dowd set to hook up once more. You'll see a lot of them nose-to-nose on face-offs down the stretch. Jensen on the back pedal. Sends it hard around. Cut off by Jari. So good at intercepting those clearings.
Yeah, notice how he just set it up nicely for his D-man to make an exit. That's what makes them tough. That's why they're so good in transition, the Penguins.
Dowd on the money there for Hathaway. Fenced in by Matheson. Two teams are 5-on-5 with 3:40 to go. Gensel, who's assisted on all three power play goals for Pittsburgh. Crosby at the top, working in. Samsonov moving that bouncing biscuit away from the cage.
Played pretty well man-on-man there by Nick Jensen. Did not allow Crosby to get that extra step on the bouncing biscuit.
Backstrom chips it towards the cage, and Jari was alert there.
He had to flex that right pad to keep that out of the net on that chip shot.
Nicholas Backstrom with goals in 3 of his last 5 games. Schultz chops it along. Wilson stymied right in front of the Washington bench. Backstrom keeps it humming. Eller fires. Jari ready again.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
From point position. Time ticking below 3 minutes.
That's what I said.
Letang skies it to center. Schultz crossing over with Eller on a cross corner dump. Dumoulin for McGinn. On further to Carter. 2-on-2. He let it go. Blocked by Carlson and out of play.
I didn't like that gap that the Caps had. I wouldn't like them to step off on Carter. A little too much room. Here's that man-on-man defense by Jensen. Even though the puck's past him, he still can play the man.
I'll show you real quick while they're in between. I'm still working on the Olympic hockey thing, but here's the update. I got to change it to Finland, but this is what it'll look like when we start up. I got to change that tomorrow to Finland, and because I have Russia already set up there. But that's the look for Olympic hockey.
Story's pretty close. Booming drive here. Broken up in front of Samsonov. Carlson trickles it ahead. Hagelin's going to put a flame on Matheson. He gave it up, and Hathaway stashes it into the Pittsburgh zone. The quick up is out of reach for Rodriguez.
I think he got a piece of it.
He did, so there's no icing. Carlson clears it ahead. Ovechkin lurking through center. Marino on through and down. Just over 2 minutes left in the third. Jensen with Kuznetsov asking for it. His relay's on the button for Sherry. Sherry closing in, fires. Jari takes the short side away. Sherry has the rebound. Jitterbugs along the boards. Gensel stays with it. Feed into space for Orlov.
Down front, blew it. Missed that one.
Clear. The Penguins relieving the pressure.
Yeah, I'm happy with how that Olympic one looks.
And Sullivan double shifting Sidney Crosby's line. Wants Rust to get
just got to figure out
as much as possible. And the Caps had the zone pressure pretty good.
I think I'll keep it with face-offs rather than hits.
The backhand towards the net. Kuznetsov got a piece of it, and it's kept out of harm's way.
I think it's got a good look. I really do.
Noticing that Guzzi's there and putting that rebound. Notice his stick work. He kicked it out of harm's way. And
minute 43 on the clock. Minute 43.
Backstrom wins the draw. Aravari keeps it on the outside. Wilson lets it go. And Jari traps it on the blocker.
That's a nice save by Jari. Holding that post. A lot of guys just leave it open a fraction of a centimeter or an inch, and you can put it in there. And a good stop. Wilson, sharp angle. All shots are good at this point of the game. Put the pucks to the net. You're not sure what's going to happen. Could ricochet off a defenseman, could get a lucky bounce.
Yeah, I'm going to go work on it after this. I need to tweak a couple a little bit.
Tom Wilson leads the Capitals in game-winning goals with 4. He was gunning for another one, perhaps, right there. 90 seconds left in regulation. Backstrom's pass. Centering on through. Farabaugh activated for the point.
There.
Drops it below the goal line. Lars Eller along with Dumoulin.
And the stick knocked out of the hands of Jari. I think by Backstrom coming through the paint or Eller.
Pittsburgh goalie going to get the handoff from Letang. He has his goalie stick back.
Hey Josh, welcome in.
Letang breezes through center. Chris Letang full gallop to the outside. Baravari watched him very carefully.
1 minute in regulation. 1 minute.
On Letang for a moment.
And the last several shifts, the Capitals have utilized Eller on the left wing a lot with Nick Backstrom.
Now into the McNugget minute, the 60th minute of regulation time. Long slapper blocked down in front. As the Caps will tumble it into the Pittsburgh zone, just enough pace. Icing against DC.
Unlucky there. I thought that was
41 seconds. 41
in the zone, and they had enough starch. Unfortunately, for Penguins fans, they get an opportunity here on a late faceoff. They operated over 51%. Between Crosby and guys like Carter, they win their fair share.
Rust, always interested in what the set piece will be off the draw.
Got to watch that guy Gensel because he rotates, and that's what they're talking about. He may start off on the right, but he's going to find himself zigzagging to the left, and then you lose track of him, and that's where the Penguins are able to take teams away.
A lot of scissor plays and crisscrosses right off the faceoff. Dowd can neutralize all of that if he pulls it to the boards, which he did perfectly right there. As Carlson clears. 35 ticks remain in regulation.
30 seconds.
Locker, the last time the Capitals beat Pittsburgh in a regular season overtime game, the Penguins goalie was Brent Johnson.
And I was 24 years of age.
Easy on that. Russ through center, flings it wide to Samsonov. Jensen plays it on the boards. Down to the final 10 ticks. Jensen will retreat. Golfing at it was Hagelin. Gensel didn't get the bouncing biscuit to cooperate. And this game at PPG is going beyond regulation. At the final horn, 3-3.
And not going to be happy with Hathaway moving that puck around the net. They'll give him the what for. I didn't see a whole lot of Malkin in that third period, buddy.
When are they ever happy with Hathaway, the opponents? Never. Ilya Samsonov coming off the bench.
Hey, Gary, welcome
in relief tonight. It's a 3-3 game. Sudden victory coming up on NBC Sports Washington.
Saving you money on car insurance has been in Geico's playbook for 85 years. Visit geico.com today and see all the ways you could save.
Have you seen those small...
Oh, careful with it!
Sorry, Missy.
Excuse me, what are we...
Excuse me, I was wondering, could we... What?
Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Who wants some dress shirts?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
Two terrific Russian-born offensive stars, Evgeny Malkin and Alex Ovechkin. It's a 3-3 game tonight after 60 minutes of play inside of PPG Paints Arena. Ovechkin, who has scored in overtime the game winner 24 times in regular season play. But look at what's happened the last 9 regular season OT games against Pitt.
The last win, October 13th of 2011, and it was Dennis Weidman beating Brent Johnson, as you mentioned before we went to commercial, buddy.
Washington lost 6 of 8 last year to Pittsburgh. Remember when they were Mass Mutual East Division rivals? 4 of those were beyond regulation. 4 of the 6 wins for Crosby and company. First 2 games of the season set were split. Washington 6-1 in mid-November. Pittsburgh 4-2 in early December. We look at the overall numbers for these 2 squads after 60.
Yeah, we take a look at the Caps 2-7. They've left a lot of points on the board. 3-2 are the Penguins in overtime, and it starts with a big face-off draw. And out there comes Jeff Carter. And I saw Sullivan talking to him, and he just said, win this one, boys. We need this face-off, and it's going to be Dowd against Carter. And Carter, one of the best in the biz when you look at his percentages.
After tonight, Pittsburgh's off for a week. They'll be in Boston around the All-Star break. Washington still has to host Edmonton tomorrow at Capital One. Between now and then, they'll settle matters with the Pens in Pittsburgh in OT or beyond. Letang carving in for Rust. Rust on the delay. Carlson will work him back through center.
They'll be very selective, and that's the key to highly skilled teams. Be selective on your shots. Don't just shoot for the sake of shooting. Pick your high-quality, high-danger opportunities. Both these teams are loaded with world-class skill.
Sidney Crosby.
There's one.
Forced back by Nick Dowd. Sure, he qualifies. Without a doubt. So does this man. Gensel chased by Kuznetsov. Evgeny wants a line change. The quick up. Crosby behind the D. Backhand. Stopped by Samsonov. Crosby ran out of real estate there. Back comes Washington with Larzell. Wilson knifing to the goal. 3-on-3 sudden victory on NBC Sports Washington. Orlov hits the brakes. Dimitri had an OT game winner in Jersey a
Hit that
season ago.
subscribe tonight if you happen to be
He
new.
has a power play goal
We'd love to
tonight.
have you stay around.
Eller returns it to Orlov. That's off target. Crosby at the end of his shift plays it all the way back into the Pittsburgh zone.
And they don't mind doing that. They don't even care if there's a defenseman going back because we've commented about Jari and his expertise when it comes to handling the puck.
Carter swooping in to the front. That pass just misses for Kapanen. Rolling through center, it's Backstrom putting some sauce on it for Ovechkin. Alex picking up steam. Fires. Had that one blocked by Matheson. Ovechkin will work back through center. Just about 2 minutes into the extra time. Ovechkin hearing a chorus of boos. Backstrom loping in with Carlson. Carlson let it fly. Steered away by Jari. Backstrom with a lift check takeaway. Puts that one back into the Washington D end with 2:50 remaining in OT. The long clear, Sprong ruled offside.
Not too far offside. He doesn't like the call. Sidney Crosby, a good opportunity on the quick up. Here comes Crosby right at your living room, and there's the deke.
That was a
And
great
just sitting off
save.
the leg, the left toe coming across, saving the Capitals bacon there on a quick strike by Sidney Crosby. One of the best in the biz, going to the backhand. Usually he's able to jam that in, but the length of the goaltender, Samsonov, to the rescue with that big pad of his.
Ilya, speaking of
2:49.
you'll see 2:49
left in
this
overtime.
3-on-3 OT.
Buck in Caps
Down.
zone.
His face-off numbers, making 15 of 23 on the night. The shot counter for Pittsburgh closing in on 50. Just 2 of those on Vitek Vanacek before he was injured and left the game in the first. Farivari speed trying to time it for Orlov. The 2D way up on the play. Letang working through center. Open on the flank, Gensel. Hit the trailer, Letang. Looking for Crosby, who's hovering in the corner. Sidney Crosby marked by Schultz. Letang with 2:15 to go. Penguins trying to change at the offensive end of the ring. Malkin. Big rig is a tough cover. Russ let it fly. Glove
Nice
by
save.
Samsonov.
Yeah, Russ coming right off the bench with a lot of energy and tries to go short side, top shelf. Russ already has a goal. It's a power play marker here in this hockey game. His 13th. And he tried to put this upstairs. The second star on Sunday's game against Los Angeles. And this is what Gensel and Russ bring. They bring a shoot-first mentality, but they're so quick. They find themselves open. The puck finds them, and he got a good opportunity here at overtime.
Over 40 stops for Samsonov in relief. 2 minutes to go in the 3-on-3 overtime. Carlson leaves it in back. Backstrom will amble through center. He'll drop to the turning Ovechkin. Speeds in. Ovechkin snapshot on the way. Jari got a toe on that. It triggers a 3-on-3 through center for Malkin. Ovechkin gets back in the hole. Marino walking the line. Gets downhill. Turns. Sends it off the dasher. Kasperi Kapanen. Lightning fast winger fumbled it to Ovechkin with 1:25 to go. Alex Ovechkin gliding into the zone. Teaming up with Kuznetsov. Accelerates right on in.
Oh, almost for Caps.
Kuznetsov gets his own rebound and works it all the way back to center.
Best opportunity there for Kuznetsov. Maybe the biggest goal, too, in Capitals history right here. And Pittsburgh in the Stanley Cup playoffs, leading the Caps to the Stanley Cup.
Back in 2018, it was fashioned against Matt Murray. Nowadays in Ottawa. Kuznetsov finds Wilson on the drop. Kuznetsov closes. Deal it on back to Orlov. Orlov shaded by Crosby. 45 seconds left in OT. Orlov settles.
Caps score! Holy cow!
A bullet from
All right, so the Caps pull that one out in Pittsburgh. What a great game. These two teams are absolutely going to be here in the playoffs. Don't forget, Thursday morning starts it right here. United States hockey. We're covering both the men's and the women's for the Olympics right here on the channel. It'll look just like this on your screen when we do it. That's how it's going to look when we get to the Olympic hockey. So make sure you're over here with us, hanging out in the morning, 8 a.m., early hockey as we get started. Ladies up first, United States versus Finland. United States versus Finland. Thanks for being here tonight. Hit us subscribe if you're new. We appreciate you.
You're tuned in to the Pete McDevitt YouTube stream. Pete's calling the game live and in real time. Join the large and active community of fans in our family-friendly chat room, hosted by some of the best moderators in the business. Whether it's America's pastime baseball, a battle on the gridiron, or an NHL hockey game, you'll find the best sports commentary on YouTube is right here at the Pete McDevitt Show. Thank you so much for being a part of it.